What to do? I'm so tired. I'm tired. So tired. But D&D. And
Oh, I see.
Because hair was unclean.
I knew a
It
girl
was
who
inspired.
shaved off her eyelashes.
It was inspired
took her
by Danny
eyelashes out.
DeVito. Oh, really?
what?
He was inspired by Danny
Yeah,
DeVito's
she shaved off
character
her
in
eyelashes.
Always Sunny.
Who?
This girl that I knew. We were talking about his a character that he created, and we were talking about shaving all of our hair off, and I was telling them about this weird girl I grew up with who took all of her eyelashes off for no reason. They never grew back, also.
Do they also
I found the
cut
correct
their
face.
fingernails like cat claws?
Sadly,
Like
no. I
this-
do think that would have been more interesting.
Amazing. Well, hello, everyone. Adventurers.
Oh, hello.
The what is it? The fuck. What name did you guys come up with yourselves? The sad or unhappy or what was it? We had something last week
on it yet.
that y'all
Well,
liked.
let's just go back into the Discord. We have it here. We can look for it. We can look for it. I think our options were. Hold on. Where is that? Did we just talk about it and not actually put it in the? I think we must have. I don't see anything in the Discord. Womp.
It was like
My cat-
something of misery.
My cat is almost better. I might get to bring her home tomorrow. I got to go visit her yesterday, and it was really nice. I've missed my baby.
Poor baby.
She's been very sick.
I'm glad that she's getting better. You know, I don't know. Whenever that happens, I always get worried.
I was just like, is my cat dying? I can't handle this. But fortunately, she had some pancreatitis and a little UTI, and something else was going on, but she's doing much better now.
Poor baby.
That's good.
Yeah, I am a much more relaxed person now because my cat is no longer in distress, or at least not as significant of distress, and she's eating on her own, which is great.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Enough barony.
how's everyone's week been otherwise? Mine has been super fucking busy, super chaotic. I had to score an animation, and
Ooh.
it came out really well. I nailed it, so I was very proud of myself. But boy, did it take everything out of me. I'm hoping at some point I can maybe share it in the Discord at least. But for some reason, when I put it on my Google Drive and then tried to put it on my Windows PC, it the audio and the music, or the visual and the audio no longer synced up at all. Even the dialogue was wrong. It was just that's weird. So I don't know if it was just that one version or if I don't know. But anyway, maybe I'll get to share that soon.
Strange.
How's everyone else been? Skunky, how have things been with you?
I'm good. I was playing Baldur's Gate this morning, and now it's the real thing.
Now it's the real thing. I haven't been able to play Baldur's Gate in over a week. I've been jonesing for it though.
Not balding.
I am
Gotta
bald.
get your gate.
That's offensive. How dare you? Izzy, you laughed a little too long there. I'm just gonna point this out. You laughed a little too long, and you're still laughing. You know, I'm just saying.
You know, look, I will say I'm a little slab happy because I had to do a medical test this morning. The one announcement. I had to do a medical test this morning, so I got very little sleep. So probably everything is a lot funnier than it really is to me today.
Well, great.
It's time for D&D, Domesticated Dimitri.
Amazing.
Ollie, I was just teaching you about healthy relationships.
Healthy relationships, indeed.
Communication, baby.
Okay, well, let's give a quick synopsis of what happened last time. I believe last time we finally got back to Campion Hooray!
We did.
You guys successful. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. You guys discovered a sheltered grove that had a connection to the goddess Hoa. You weren't able to do too much there, but you could tell it was a special place, and there appears to be some sort of block of magical or divine means preventing you from exploring further. But I mean, thanks to like some amazing rolls, you guys got huge lore dump. Fucking Skunky got like 5 nat 20s last session.
And there'll be more today.
So he gets disadvantage on everything
Probably.
today to compensate.
That's fair.
Think that can stop
exactly.
Give us
me?
some turns.
I don't know how this party manages to just get nat 20s whenever anything's about lore. But it's been happening.
The dice
too
want us
often.
to know everything.
It's like,
The
I
dice
want
are
there
just
to
like,
be
"Oh, lore?
room
Yep."
for interpretation. But then you guys roll a
No.
20, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just tell you everything.
The dice say no. The dice say somehow all of the information has entered your mind.
Yeah.
The dice say lore get.
The dice want us to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the dice wanted us to know many things last week. And after that giant lore dump, you guys finally got back to Campion. There was a big welcoming party, a small scuffle between your new mayor and the town protector. Nobody died, though. And you guys helped Sebastian lie to everyone and say everything's fine between them. You then found out after the party had ended and people got situated, you all met up in the Merchants Guild and found the town protector, Lysander, there drinking his woes away to a degree that you've never seen. And he let you know some pretty disturbing things about your new mayor. And even that he was considering, or that he would consider, if the mayor's random attacks persisted, just cutting his losses and abandoning his post, which would be a huge, that would cause huge ramifications and problems, not just for him, but for the town. The city of Campion. But you were able to talk him down, and who knows, maybe over this little bit of a time skip that we're going to be going through here, things will work out better for him. We'll have to see. Speaking of our time skip, one of our party members has decided that their calling is not in Campion, but is out doing good in the world. I would say maybe a month or so after you guys returning to Campion, Gel would have found themselves antsy, probably didn't quite sit right to them to sit in a place where and putting their friends in danger as they're being hunted by their old coffin unit group. You know, unfair to put your friends in danger for that. Not to mention, Campion never was really a home to them, unlike for the rest of you. So probably one day, Joe decided to set out once again to meet up with the shepherds and do good by them. I'll let if Koi, if you have any other details that you'd like to add to that, please feel free. Like, you know, are you leaving a note behind, or you're just setting out without a word?
Jill. Oh, am I muted?
No,
You're on.
Oh, okay. Jill would probably leave a little note behind. not really telling where they're going, but would thank them for the journey and that they are happy to have found the first group that they could call a friend in this world. But that their calling is elsewhere.
With
Oh,
that,
bye, Jill.
We
Jill
love you, Jill.
would set off. Maybe there will come a time and place where you see them again, but in the meantime, the party
Jill
is
is our
down
eagle in our time of need.
a member.
God.
So this little time skip that we're doing, it's about gonna be 3 months ish total. I think most of you sent me some things that you want to do, and we can start going through that. So let's start working down the line. Clove, you have a lot of potion aspirations, and you
I
wanted
want
to
to
check
make
in.
lots of potions.
He doesn't need to roll. He already rolled the nat 20 in his heart.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
born with a nat 20 in my hand.
Yes, let's see here. You have a lot of potions that you want to make. And I mean, if you want to spend the 2,000 gold for that, you could definitely
Depends
make a
on
shit ton of
what
potions.
the pricing is, because I haven't gotten that. Like,
Mm.
how exactly they get everything priced.
Hey, Clove, do you think we'll be able to handle your potions?
You cannot handle my potion.
I'm gonna
Oh, we're going into battle.
kill everybody.
A dragon could not handle my potions, let alone a man.
Okay, so let's see here. I would say if you want to do a potion of invisibility, well, let's we'll start going down the line. So let's start with your potion of haste. Why don't you roll me an intelligence check and add your proficiency, or if that's like your arcana already, then you can roll arcana.
Yes, an arcana would be fantastic.
Clove does a break dance.
I mean, if you want me to.
Probably could.
19.
Your anatomy.
Okay, with 19, that's pretty good. For a potion of haste and a 19 arcana check, with your total being 2,000 gold, I would say for haste potions, you could probably get them for like 350 a pop.
Oh, correction, it would be 21 because I have doubled proficiency for my alchemist tools.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
He's a big boy.
21. That is a new threshold. I'm going to call it 300 a pop.
300 a pop for haste. Let me write this down. 300.
That's really good.
Why don't
Yes,
you
it is.
roll me invisibility?
All right. It will be 2 higher than what Foundry says, but here we go.
Oh, 25.
All right, 25.
Invisibility, I'd say 150 a pop.
Ooh.
Wow.
Invis. All right.
Let's see. From there, do you want to go into healing potions, or did you want to go into some of the other niche stuff?
Let's see healing for sure.
All right. Are we talking greater, regular healing, better than greater? What are you looking to do?
Let's go greater because I feel like that's a nice happy medium.
All right. Roll me another Arcana check.
Arcana check. That'd be 24.
24. Let me remind myself the normal price of a great potion because I don't want to tell you something that's like ridiculous.
Yeah, I think they're pretty expensive if I recall, but you can tell me.
Safe.
I think there's an official one in
Like,
Xanathar.
okay, so they're like 100 each normally.
The
with
Xanathar
a
one
20
sucks.
I'd say with your 25.
24 in this case.
Oh,
just to be
24. Well, in that case, with a 24, call it 75.
Well, if it's just that one meme of the kid with the big brain, it's like, how did he get? Why is it like that? I don't work out. I don't go to the gym. I read
I work
books.
out
Or
at the
something.
library.
Very. That one.
Mhm.
All right.
All right.
Let's just go down the list, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. Did you want to do comprehension, heroism, growth?
Let's do
Nice.
heroism. I like that spell.
Heroism. All right. Roll me some arcana.
Look at this alchemist. He never needed his abusive boss.
All right, not as good with a
All right, an
20.
18 in heroism. That is where you take like half damage from like basically everything, right? As well
You
as
get some temp HP, and then it's like the bless spell.
temp HP plus bless. Oh, okay.
And also that would be a 20 because of the +2.
What level spell is heroism? Is that 2?
I think.
I think it's first.
Yes.
Yeah, it's first level.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
It's nothing crazy. I didn't pick anything too crazy for the potion.
If it's first level, I would say we'll call it 125 a pop.
Yeah, it's one of those like chill ones too. It's like
Yeah,
no,
the
it
main
is what it
benefit of
is.
having it as a potion is it's not concentration.
Yeah.
Great.
Same with-
Let's do. This is the more experimental one, as this is not something that's like on D&D Beyond already. I would like to try to see if I can figure out a potion that might give you advantage on throws if you're caught out in the
Miasma.
So
without
miasma protection. I'll say, this will you have a choice here. You can either give me an Arcana check and make it really high. You have to make a really high DC to make it work, or you can choose to use the sap that that Marlo got, and I will say that's an auto succeed.
Let me check. Like Marlo, is that something you want me to do? Because it says you want me to trade that for information. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page there, Marlo.
That'd be the goal, yeah. I don't know if you have like pull there, but I would want to.
He wants one of your eyes.
Offer it.
Yeah,
I just want info.
So I'll just do the roll.
He wants a sheep horn. Give me one of your horns.
We'll hold on to that for
Can you
leverage
imagine?
later. For now, I can just do the roll.
All right, give me a roll. Roll DC is going to be 25.
All right, we fail that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, without a potent ingredient like that sap, no such luck. I mean, but that shouldn't become as too much a surprise. If alchemists knew how to do it, it would be on the shelves everywhere.
Cool. So then I just have 2 more on the potion list. And I can just roll these back to back if you prefer.
Go for it.
Which would be the enlarged spell or just seeing if I can make explosives, because I'm curious if I can.
Yeah. We'll do first one will be the enlarged spell. Second one will be
All right, very good. 26 and a million bajillion, like 29.
You can make explosives.
All right, what would be the price for the enlarge?
For the enlarge, let's see, enlarge. That's a second level spell. And you rolled pretty fucking good. We'll call it 225.
Cool.
And then for explosives, now I have to ask you an important question, Skunky. Are you looking for a bunch of small explosives or one big explosive?
I will say maybe instead of like deadly, maybe more like a flashbang. Maybe it's something that can blind someone.
Okay. Yeah. If that is your goal, I would say something like that would cost you.
Because I'm not sure if Clove's going to be making bombs, but he'll make flashbangs.
Yeah, why not?
I would say something like that. Something that causes blindness. That's a pretty good
effect, yeah.
Good effect. you looking to do any damage at all with that, or is it just a blinding flash of light?
Let's just say blind. Let's keep it simple. Let's just do a blinding flash of light.
All right, let's call that 300 a pop.
All right, totally fair. So I'll do the math. I'll figure out what I want to buy. If you want to move on to
Sounds good. And I know you have some other stuff that you wanted to do, but I'll let you do
yeah,
that.
we'll share the
math.
spotlight.
We'll
share
back
the
to
spotlight.
Let's go next to Dimitri.
Head blinks. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I was drinking coffee. Something like that. Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me look at my laundry list.
Oh, sorry. Real quick, how much gold did we get during the long rest, or during the?
I believe everybody got 2,000 gold.
Cool.
So actually, speaking of gold, I need to check in with some Hunters Guild representatives or whatever when they eventually.
This brings up because you mentioned wanting a cloak of protection.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if they got more market
that's an expensive magic item, my friend. I would say if you wanted that, that would be that'd be all your gold, all that 2,000 plus whatever you have left in your inventory, plus whatever you're getting from from your Hunters Guild. You give me all that, I'll call it. I'll let you haggle them down from the price that's be a bit high. Actually, maybe I'll make you.
Yeah, Oleandra will help you negotiate.
With Oleandra, if you're helping, why don't you roll persuasion or something like that?
Just before I commit to that, do I need gold for things such as like the prosthetic crafting plan? I'm pretty sure I would. Like if I wanted to do upgrades with the blacksmith and clove and all that, I'm pretty sure I would probably have to have gold for that.
Yes.
Yeah, I can wait on a cloak of protection.
Okay.
I can also. I've got $2,000 and I don't have many plans for mine. I don't mind helping you.
Well, I'm fine with waiting because it's not an immediate need. Like it's like something that's a goal to get, but I'm fine without having it for a while. Sure. So I can hold off on the cloak, but definitely, Dimitri wants to research, of course, the info on like the story, like where the gods fell, like what kind of like just any leads on what we found out about where the gods fell, stuff like that when it connects to the Cult of Whispers.
Sure. Let me see here. Let me pull up time to pull let me pull up some lore notes 1 second here. And
because I feel like that's a good thing to track down.
Let's see, what would be a good check? Probably a history check, I believe.
He's a pretty smart boy.
So you roll me a history check while I get my lore.
All right. Natural 20.
Hey.
Of course, it's a lore check. Why wouldn't you get a natural 20? This fucking.
Sometimes it works out. Like, remember, he look, putting his blood hunter stuff into int worked out. Because I got a 17 intelligence. Let's go, baby.
Listen here.
Lore, more like give me more.
Okay. That's nice.
I'm gonna make all lore checks at disadvantage from now on because this shit's ridiculous.
No, it's like I'd rather roll good on this than anything else for the rest of his downtime goals because let's be honest, like that like information probably would have sat with him. He's like, I want to find out what's going on with that.
Okay.
Plus, I can give Lark some very good updates whenever he shows up to stab me again. Like this is like the Gandalf research montage where he's like, "Oh,
here."
But also above board. Yep. Ooh.
Yeah. All right. I have.
Give me that lore.
Some
Give
lore
me
stuff. Now, specifically, remind me specifically what you're looking for?
So when we were told, like, from the little cult leader guy, like, we asked where their base was. He said where the gods fell, and we did a previous check to know, like, there's like, and like they're underground. We know they're underground in caverns or something like that. He wants to kind of like a mixture of looking into history of any information about that time where the gods fell, any locations. Like, he's just trying to cross-reference and trying to deduce it as best as he can with what he has. Like, because I figure this will be an ongoing investigation, but he wants to like do the research and make sure like we have some more info.
Okay. You found some interesting with your nat 20 and your on your research. I would say you found the following. It seems to you like a lot of your answers in terms of where the gods fell, where that ritual happened, you sort of learned a bit that it seems to be connected to that place on your map that you got, that artifact of Ladar, where the heart is located. Now, unfortunately, that and I would say in this time you guys would have had time to do the research, cross-referencing with the druidic language, that you would have not only found that out where the place that you went was breath. So that was the sheltered grove that you were at was the correlated to
breath
the druidic
location,
word
okay.
breath.
Okay.
The downside about the location on the map where the heart is, as best as you can tell, you think it's somewhere south of the capital, but because this map is so old and it was made like before any settlements on Kano were formed, and because really at this point in time, you're sort of assuming Ladar made this map or modified this map in some way. It's at least belonged to him at some point. You would know that based on the connection to Marlowe's wristband, and the information that you've learned. So you think that it's south of the capital, but the heart specifically is so far away from any other landmark. It's just too hard to cross reference or to guess. You got lucky with breath because it was like, okay, it's near. It was near enough natural landmarks that still exist that you could sort of triangulate. But
it's good that we have a cardinal direction, though. That's great.
But again, you think it's south. It's either around the capital or south of the capital, and it could be as so you're looking at like thousands of maybe not thousands of miles, hundreds of miles, we'll say, of square miles of where it could possibly be.
Okay,
but
that's
that
still really
being
good.
Said,
very good roll. No, I like that. I like that. We got a good direction. Then we can start slowly figuring that out. And we have some allies, so maybe get Lark to send a bunch of thieves out south. It's like, where do you want me to go? South. Where? Just south.
I don't think Lark would go for that, but
I know, he'd probably like, I'm gonna stab you again.
I would also say with your research, with this nat 20, you found something interesting. You found some literature that seems to, at least it's a myth. A lot of these are myths, so you have to
of course
kind of take them with a grain of salt. But this one is particularly interesting because it talks about the first god to descend upon Kano, which happened to be the goddess Hoa. Which I don't know if that's something you guys knew already or not, but something you definitely did not know is that prior to Hoa's arrival, Kano was in a state of chaos. The land was, we'll just say to expedite, things were bad when Hoa showed up. She was able to bring the harvest with her. The lands were suddenly became ripe with fruits and vegetation. People were able to prosper. But something that you didn't know is that there are writings of, prior to Hoa's arrival, of massive creatures akin to titans that roamed Kano and the earth itself. And it seems as if Hoa was responsible for locking them away. And then it seems shortly in quotes, probably 100 years or so after Hoa's arrival, then the other gods noticing there's a place here where we can get devotion and followers, also came to the material plane to get their own followers, and that's when the Holy War slowly began, which Hoa didn't really take part in. Hoa was pretty much, from everything you've seen, a pacifist in general. Did not want to bring harm to others.
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting stuff. Dimitri is poring over these tomes, all this knowledge, and he's very satisfied. He's very satisfied with all of that. Wrote down some notes in his own journal. Okay, that's pretty good.
And you would also see that these slumbering titans appeared to be somewhat elemental in nature. It seemed to be more complex than just a titan of wind or a titan of earth. Slightly more complex than that, but they seem to have strong, the elements were definitely part of their creation, and their mere presence would cause, your storms, tornadoes, hurricanes, what have you. Let's see. All right. Y'all have rolled really well. You've got so many natural 20s on board checks.
Hey, that's how I roll.
Everybody, I want everybody to roll me a history check.
Okay.
Where I'm going to see if I can give you something big.
Are you kidding me?
And there's fucking shit. So
the dice just want us to know things.
We must know.
So if you remember last time with Skunky, with your vision, there was one part of it that you didn't quite get, or one that eluded you just slightly. And through the party's combined research efforts, you seem to have discovered something. It appears for a time, you come across some writings that seem to be a collaboration between druids and mages and different settlers and historians. This was a time prior to, or when at least this small group of individuals were working together in the pursuit of knowledge. And it seems as if when Hoa was sacrificed, or sacrificed herself, really you can interpret that really either way, depending, and cause that energy wave to burst out from the heart that then banished the gods. That energy then slowly settled back onto Kano. And you know that there are certain places which had a strong earthly connection to Hoa, where something,
thus the groves,
like the Grove, the Heart, and other places on the map that you have that still have essences of Hoa there. But more than that, you begin to see first evidence of ley lines after Hoa's destruction. And as Hoa was the patron goddess of the druids, and you've learned that druids, when Hoa was alive, were just, clerics of Hoa. But upon her death, they became the druidic tribes, getting their power from the earth. And you guys together make the connection. Hoa's presence is still felt within Kano in the form of the ley line. Now, it's unclear and unlikely that her consciousness is still around, but there's still enough memories or like shards of essence of her that still exist in the world of Kano today. And you
That's
think
big.
and the ley lines seem to be, of course, are very important to druids. And as far as you can tell, it seems like the druidic tribes, where they settle, tend to be close to or on a ley line. And what's more, what seems very likely to you is that where all the ley lines meet, you're guessing is the heart.
Ooh.
So where that sacrifice of Hoa happened. So there's your double fucking nat 20, Lord Dumps. Jesus.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's that.
Well, that's one thing.
Yeah. So
yeah.
some good good stuff there. Now
Very good.
As for your arm, so you're looking to replace your little dart with like a shotgun blast type deal.
So like Dimitri having the pieces of Ramirez's arm, which was like super clunky originally, now he has like it all condensed down to these core pieces. He would have worked together with Clove, the blacksmith, and while Gel was still there, though it's fine if not, on condensing that down and upgrading his arm to have that in it. So like a small handful of times a day, he could take that out, do a shot like Ramirez, but less less, not as dumb as his was,
Sure.
where the arm was too big. He wants to try and see if they can figure out a way to make it work better.
I would say it all depends how much gold you want to invest.
I'll start with 1,000.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say,
Yeah.
you can start with as little as I'd say 500 to get something working, but it wouldn't be great. And it would probably come as like a slight detriment because of its size and clunkiness. Now, so I would say for that, your prosthetic arm would be slightly too large. It would be functional, but because because in that case you'd be spending like the minimum to get it going, your AC would take like a -1 hit. Now, if you're going to 1,000, I would say you're able then to make something work. However, if you have a shield in that hand or another weapon, you would have to like drop it in order to get your gun arm to work, and it'd be likely that switching back and forth would take a bonus action or something like that. Now, if you wanted to invest everything, you're like 2,000 into it, then we can talk about, okay, you don't really have a detriment anymore, and you just have, basically like, the flip, like basically your elbow would turn into like that shotgun blast. So you'd have like
go
your
full
shield
guts
up
from Berserk.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it would deal. So it depends on what, and I would say with each tier that shotgun blast would deal more damage overall.
So if I put 2,000 in, no detriment to AC, it's not super clunky, but of course it's going to have some bulk. And then I could make a big old blast. we could even do it full gut style where I just bite a cord and shoot it or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, if you wanted to spend the 2,000, you could absolutely do that.
Yes,
and
sir.
It wouldn't. Yeah, and I'd say it would not even come to like. Yeah, you wouldn't have to like drop an item or whatever to make it work. Yeah, it's just literally that gut style thing. And
I'm down for that. I have 666 after that, so.
All right, so you're spending the 2,000 gold. All right.
Yes, sir.
What I'm gonna need is to, and this we'll see because there's a range right now that I'm thinking of for the damage output, which can be adjusted by how well y'all tinker. So if Clove is helping you with this, Clove, why don't you roll me a tinker check, which I think would be basically your Arcana, equal to your Arcana, and roll it with advantage since you're getting help.
Slightly less because, or it depends on you. Is it a dexterity tinker check or is it an intelligence tinker check?
This would probably be dexterity. You're not coming up with any new technology here, so this would be dexterity.
All right, so I still get a lot, but it's not plus 11. It is plus 8.
All right. D20 plus 8, and you have advantage. You're looking for over a 20. If you get over 25, that's even better. If you get a nat 20, then well,
can I help him with
something? He already has advantage. Oh, with the bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Going on prosthetic dates. Hi, come on, watch me get my arm modified again.
So when I roll this, you will add a +6 to what is shown on Foundry.
Very good. That's a 20. It's a flat 20, but with
so we have
a
26 right now. So roll that bardic, which is a D6, I think, still, or is it a D8?
No,
it's a D8. We're moving up the world.
Yeah.
27. That's not bad.
27. Okay, yeah, not bad at all. You didn't reach the 30, but you're still pretty good.
Yeah, because our threshold was like a basic 20. Just
I've never made an arm before, so I hope it all works out.
But they've gotten guidance.
So I will say that your arm currently can do a once per combat 15-foot cone, 5d6 fire damage.
That's worth it. That's good.
And this can be further upgraded down the line to do more, do something different, etc. So you can still work on more upgrades. But that's
all right,
what we'll have now.
It's a 15-foot cone spray of 5d6.
Yeah, and
once per combat or once per day.
It'd be once per combat because basically right now your challenge is reloading the powder and the shrapnel. Basically, that's just not something that's easy to do in the midst of combat.
All right, I'm gonna write that down. Then I think I can actually make it. Yeah, I can. Ooh. So I'll work on that.
Yeah, and for the enemies to be a dexterity saving throw at your spell DC. Whatever that may be.
It's getting better.
Good. Okay, I think.
Yeah, because when I become a Eldritch Knight, I'll have a full-on better DC. The other things were basically minor of checking in on Wyatt and then eventually talking to the Azure Demon, but I'm fine with doing those two bits whenever. Because
so checking in on your dad. How are you planning on doing that?
I would try and figure out a day. Because like the main thing is we now know that he's probably been modified, and I don't know if she has anything that can fix that yet, or anyone does. But I would definitely want to talk to someone like in the town and see if there's anyone who, even like the priestess of my god who's here. Maybe talk with them and see if there's anything that she can do, and maybe come with me on a trip with Marlowe to the capital to fix that.
So like currently, it takes like the the first month or so is like getting all that set up so that teleportation is possible. Currently, it is very regulated. Like, there are guards posted 24/7 at the teleportation sigil. You need to have approval by basically a government official before you can do anything like that.
Mom and Satra. I get you. Like I said, these are just like things he's gonna probably follow actively. It doesn't need to be immediately.
Yeah. So we'll put a pin in that for now. Let's go to Marlowe.
Okay. So, so I guess I would have 1 month to be doing any traveling, correct then?
So you have the ability to travel, but you need the authorization in order to go somewhere. Because you learn this pretty quickly. Basically, what the setup for every city is basically they're creating this, putting their teleportation sigils or whatever in like a small jail, basically, so that if people do teleport that aren't supposed to, they're going to be trapped until somebody lets them out. That makes sense.
Got it.
So that's why you need the authorization, which guilds can give, depending on if you're doing what work you're doing for them.
Got it. Okay. So I guess I said originally 2 to 3 days each week. I guess I'd make it less piecemeal, maybe one solid week stay if I could procure that kind of authorization. Maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. So I'd be going to the capital if possible. Is that doable?
What do you imagine? So basically, I'm saying like you'd have to be doing like the Tome Seekers a favor in order to get that authorization, if that makes sense. So what is the favor that you see?
I have to return the books I borrowed because I'm responsible. I don't want to get no late fees. Let's see. I don't want to talk about the map. Let's see.
Yeah, you just probably never bring it with you while you go.
Oh no, I wouldn't bring it with me. What would I do? Can't think of anything. What would be a good reason to go up there? I was just like asked if I learned anything more, right, about like artifacts of Ladar or anything.
So I sort of went into that with you've basically now identified what part of the map corresponds to like what thing, breath versus heart versus flight, etc. That's one part. Let's see. As for artifacts of I
don't think we have anything. All right.
I don't think in Campion you'd really learn of anything too helpful in that regard.
Okay. In that case, I guess if I'm not going to the capital, I would have relayed anything that I've already learned about like the whole Baba Yaga thing and stuff to Willow and Vivian. If there were any opportunities at all for me to meet up with them in person, I would have taken that much time out of my 2 months to do so.
Sure.
And traveled.
You guys sort of play like a telephone tag, getting each other information. And you were able to learn in this time that there were rumors of a walking cottage.
No.
Somewhere around a little north of the small towns, well, more like small city of Middle Mist, which is north of the capital.
Okay.
So Marlowe's options are basically spend an entire year walking to Middle Mist, or finding an excuse to go there, to get in other words, working with a guild that needs work done in Middle Mist. So that's something that's definitely going to be on Marlowe's mind.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm good enough. If we can't meet up, but that is worthy info to have for later. Did they give any indication that they would be going there or investigating, or were they just sharing the information?
They said that this is just rumors that they've heard.
Okay.
They haven't been able to get to Middle Mist though. They're quite a ways away.
Yeah. Wait, just out of curiosity, if you have it available, do you know where have they generally been going? Like, where have they been wandering to?
They have been wandering to. Second, let me check. Okay, good.
Get out of here, Melvin. You're not here till next week.
They've been following leads in Nymphaea and in Odorata, which are both to the east. Nymphaea is to the northeast. It would be Nymphaea is probably the closest to Middle Mist, but it's still like months of travel. And they've been, the vibe that you've been getting is they've been very cautious about traveling and going slowly but safely.
Makes sense. In that case, that's all that wrapped up. I gave the sap to Clove. 1 second here. Where did I put my notes? There we go. And then besides that, I would have just been trying to preserve my collection. So,
sure,
the least
totally
intensive
doable. Yeah. You
skinning and bleaching the mayor's finger bones and keeping them in a nice little sack.
Love it. Great.
Keeping Engel's blood in a liquid state. And I looked this up. If you boil willow bark, the solution that it creates can keep blood from coagulating. So we keep that around, especially if I don't know if Engel was staying with Marlowe at his place, but if he came home and it was just kind of empty, he would have been like, oh well, and then kept with the blood. It's a little memento now for him. A weird memento maybe, but still a memento. And then perhaps the most complicated would be encasing Dimitri's eye in some kind of like glass or clear solid material.
Sure. Let's see. Why don't you roll me? You can use Tinker Tools, right? You have that also?
I don't think so.
I think you did. Why did I think you did?
Well,
Your brewer supplies. Okay.
Yep.
I would say if you convince Clove to help you, Clove could do a similar Tinker's check, dexterity roll, try and create that a sort of like glass. Or well, actually, I should say, if you wanted, you have through your background solutions available, like liquid solutions that you can preserve things in, that you know how to make. You can just like plop it into like an old health potion if you wanted.
I do have glass blowers tools and proficiency.
Or if you wanted something fancy, then I'll make you roll for it. But if you're just like, I just need to make sure it doesn't rot, you could do that, no problem.
Yeah, I think I've just been preserving it in like formaldehyde, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just to keep it like that. But I want to like a more of like a collector's item kind of deal.
Something bespoke.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
Hey, Marlo, do you want Dimitri's old arm?
It's kind of big.
No,
I
like
don't know if
you can cut it down. You can cut it down into a hand or something. I don't know.
I can see about it. It's
It's
not
got
really my
miasma in
style.
it. Not anymore.
Huh. Okay. I'll keep it around. I might have to bleach it, but okay. Yeah, I'll hold on to it, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I'll have it. Might make a nice coat rack.
Did you want to do anything with the gold you've earned?
Is there a currency exchange in Campion?
Oh yeah, you could do that at the Merchants Guild. What are you trying to
Great.
get?
I would convert all 2,000 of the gold that I got into platinum. So that'd be 20.
You can do that. I'll just flat out say, I don't do like encumbrance or whatever for gold. So like,
I know this is more of just like
I think he's
a verisimilitude thing.
Sure. All right,
This is
no
more
problem.
of just like I don't want to be looking around that much gold.
Sure.
It's just a in my head thing.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. You can put that the equivalent of platinum in a. You can do that equal exchange. No problem.
Great.
He's investing into
Okay.
platinum.
And then I don't really know what I want to make or buy. Milo's pretty low maintenance, so he I don't know. Because I have around 2,000. Sorry, I have around 2,800 gold all told.
Mm-hmm.
And so are there things available for me to procure then?
Oh, absolutely. What are you
in town?
looking for? Ideally.
I've already got maybe some kind of I've already got plenty of weapons. I don't really want weapons. Maybe like some nice boots or something to. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that. I think I didn't really
give it some thought
so.
while I go through the rest of the peeps.
Yeah, I'll just say soft. Just don't worry about it. I'll yeah.
Sure. Oleandra,
he was more focused on sharing stories.
Oleandra, we're gonna do you a little different.
He's got a house husband. She's got a house husband.
Because
yes.
I'm gonna put you guys over here for a second. Oleandra, probably within a day or two of you returning to Campion, there's definitely someone here who wants to talk to you.
Oh yeah.
And you see this individual.
Not this guy again.
It's a Jet. Hold on.
Jet.
I'm going over there.
You're so cute. My cat wanted to say hi.
I was gonna say before, and I did say this before when we were in the game, but I was gone the next week, so I don't think we got to do it. Before I left the capital, I did want to try to get my art looked at by someone who knew what the hell they were talking about. I don't know if it's possible to retcon that because I was trying to look for it, but I was sick and couldn't be in the game.
Yeah, the problem was you didn't really know anybody in the capital who could do that.
I thought I had asked around, but maybe I didn't find anybody.
Yeah, I believe I had you do some rolls, and even you brought it to the Merchants Guild. If the Merchants Guild there didn't know, then that's kind of, you wouldn't know where to look past that. Okay, unless there's a specific person that you wanted to ask.
I probably would have gone and looked for an artist or an artisan, like in the arts alley, to see if any of them recognize the style or anything like that. But
okay, let's see. We'll retcon a few rolls then. Let's first. I'm gonna have you roll perception to find someone, if that makes sense. To find an artist. Perception for artist.
Roll for art. Nope.
Roll for
find no artist.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with that, you can find some amateur artists, but they're basically street artists. They they've honed a craft well enough to like make a living off of it, but don't really know anything in terms of history or whatever. But you know, you get a caricature of Dimitri with a big grumpy face.
Yeah, that's accurate.
But fast forward to now, I would say with probably even the next day, you like open your door, go for a stroll on your way to the Merchants Guild, and Jet would appear, and he would say, "Hey, Oleandra, it's been a while since you've been back.
Oh yeah, he has.
How have you been?"
Oleandra's immediately suspicious. I've been okay. We were traveling and, you know, saving the world, doing all that sort of nonsense. Just kidding, you know, just bureaucratic shit.
Did you happen to take something before you left to go to the capital? Because
take something. What do you mean?
roll me a perception check.
Perception, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, finally.
Looking at Jet, you see him kind of sweating profusely. He seems to have maybe lost some weight. He's not looking great. He's having a bad. He looks like he's having a bad time.
Darling, you look kind of ill. Are you all right?
Yeah. I've definitely been better.
Yes.
Did you?
It looks like that.
Did you take a? You know? Did you take sharp?
Did I take what?
Roll me deception.
Oh, I really want to roll well on this.
No. Okay. Well, hey, he could still do worse.
He's probably lost his entire ass groove.
He has. Let's see.
Would it be insight, maybe?
Yeah. No. He's gonna be rolling insight, which is good for you that it's not charisma based. Because if it was charisma based, he would have to roll a 1. But wisdom, he could still roll worse than you. He has a +3 to this roll. Not 2.
Like I had more in on deception for some reason.
I mean, you have a +7 to deception. You just rolled a 3.
I know. I'm just bitching because my performance is +10.
So a 7 or...
Can I try to throw him too and be like, can I try to fuck with him and be like, are you upset because we broke up or like...
Well, given the backstory that you told me, it sounds more likely he would have broken up with you. That's why you were angry with him. But I mean, that's I'll let you play it however you want. But let's do this roll first.
So
just gaslight him.
We just don't like each other.
He rolled a 5. He rolled. He's like, oh fuck! Oh god, He just like kind of collapses on the ground. He's like, oh fuck.
Can I help? Do you need something? Is there something I can do?
I need sharp. I
don't know what.
That's rough, buddy.
He's my patron, and he's gone. I don't know where he went.
Huh. That's strange. If I understand correctly, those sort of arrangements don't typically end like that.
I know, that's what I've been told too. But, you know, there was an abandoned house in town. I always go to it, and I found it as a kid. And I was playing around, breaking shit like you do. And then, there's some nice stuff in there. So I was looking around to see if there's anything I could, swipe. I was a little fuck, as a kid. Kids are kids, whatever. I moved this curtain, and behind it was this big mirror, and I got like sucked inside, and that's when I met Sharp. And well, look, I've always been good-ish at music, but I have problems that Sharp was able to help me. And he holds up his hand, and you can see it shaking. And he says, He like, you see him try to make a fist, and it's like he's like straining to do so. I don't know why, but I got injured as a kid. My joints just don't work great.
He lost his groove.
And
have you ever seen a healer about it?
Yeah, of course. Like, yeah. But they couldn't do anything about it, They gave me ointments and creams.
But then I meant like a magical healer, like a greater restoration kind of thing.
Yeah, it would like work for a bit, but then it always comes back.
That sounds like a curse to me.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. Like, I can't remember when this started, okay? But it just happened one day. Like, I met Sharp as a kid, and he was a scary like skeleton guy, and I as soon as I got in, I was able to run away, and I didn't come back until years later when I started getting sick a lot. Playing the piano, the instrument, any instrument, even singing got hard.
Let's see.
I remembered from a kid this guy having at least a lot of instruments. And I remember he was some otherworldly creepy shit. And I've only wanted to be a bard, a performer, my whole life. And even if I wasn't the best, it's something I wanted to do. As like, even if I couldn't make a living off of it, I'd still want to do it on, the weekends or something like that. But I couldn't even do that. And so I went back to Sharp. Who's this guy? Musically inclined. Yeah, the skeleton guy. Creepy little guy. He said as long as I visit him once a month, that he could make me the best performer in the world. And 1 second, my cats are fighting. Hey, how about you two?
And drama.
And drama. Yes.
And scene.
And scene.
Only under slap soon. No, I'm kidding.
He says, I don't remember it being this bad. But it's been getting worse ever since you guys left. I was hoping that somehow you guys took Sharp. I don't know. I didn't think he could die, but I guess everything can die. I don't know. Guys, if you haven't seen him, because you haven't killed him, so he's just fucking gone. And the world's just playing a sick fucking.
That all those years that you were really mean to me, and picking on me, you were utilizing a false talent, essentially.
He's a phony.
What do you want me to say? Yeah.
Sorry, maybe?
I mean, was I that mean? I thought it was just playful teasing. I thought we had a rapport. We got along pretty well for a while.
Oleandra, we need to have a talk about
then you
relationships.
started throwing me under the bus. And darling, it doesn't matter if you don't see it as that cruel. If it affected me in a bad way, which it did, I lost all of my gigs because of you for quite some time. Just because it doesn't affect you in that way doesn't mean it didn't affect me. So I would.
You're right. Okay, you're right. I got caught up in being the guy. I never expected to be, the best at something. I never expect, and then all of a sudden it happened, and I got drunk off of the fame. I'm sorry. I know I can be a lot. I've been told to be a bit of a diva, and I acknowledge this, and I know I have shit to work on. I have nothing. I can't even make a fist, Oleandra. I can't do anything. Like, it doesn't even mean I can't get a job anywhere that requires me to use my hands. What job is there that you don't need to use your hands?
That's fair, I suppose.
I've just been living off my
but
savings, and there's not much left. Although, in retrospect, I was a little too confident I would see Sharp again, so I did not spend a quarter.
Be real, you were always a bit of an extravagant one, which is fine. I understand liking the finer things in life. But, so you say he was in you said it was a mirror?
Yeah.
In an abandoned building?
Yeah.
Is the mirror still there?
I think so. I mean, I check there every so often. I haven't checked it recently.
Out of character, Oleandra is starting to feel really bad, even though he's such a giant fucking piece of shit. Like, I'm so tempted to give him back because it's not like I'm using Sharp. I really don't care about him. I don't want to be a warlock.
Worth asking, because at least while you were traveling, you were carrying around the violin case that Sharp was like pretty much residing in, but that was not where he was like living inside the mirror. So Jet would have, if you were even carrying it around, Jet would have no idea that he's in there. Would you say that you are still carrying Sharp around, or did you just like leave him at home?
I mean, he's probably at home right now.
Oh, that's gonna be funny.
Because we're back,
Yeah.
I think I probably just carried him around and didn't bring him out. He was just there, but I didn't talk to him. I didn't open his case or ever use that violin. Why do I have to have ethics? Why does he make me feel bad?
It's just gonna be funny when he comes back and I'm just in there and I'm home and it's like, I look back and it's like, what?
Well, Jet, I'm going to look for something to see if I can help you. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but perhaps something will show up. I will keep an eye out for the shop. You said his name was a skeleton?
Yeah, he's. I mean, if you see a talking skeleton, it's you can't miss a talking skeleton.
That's fair.
I still don't know how the fuck a talking skeleton could walk around Campion, walk out of Campion without anybody noticing. So he had to have just disintegrated in his room, or in his little mid demi-plane thing, whatever the fuck that place is.
talking skeleton thing. Maybe he's some kind of like minor god or like.
I mean, he's a patron. Yeah, I don't know. He gave me power, so he can do something.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
I'll
see if I run across anything, because although you have made me miserable sometimes, I am feeling very bad for you right now, because I understand what it's like to lose your ability to perform, and it's awful. So let me see what I can do for you, Jet. But in the meantime, peace offering. Do you want to go catch up, get a drink, sit, and just see if we can't talk something out? Find a solution, perhaps, or figure out some kind of job you can do in the interim. Because you've always been a great storyteller. Lord knows you told me enough of them. So, perhaps you could become an orator until we figure out some solution for you.
I don't know. I think I'll just drown myself in the well or something.
I hope you didn't do that. A, it would poison our water supply, but B, you might be a bit of an insufferable ass sometimes, but there are people that love you and would miss you.
Of course people love you. I'm fucking Jet, but...
That's why we broke up. That's why we broke up.
But, well, that and, you were jealous, but, it's fine. It's neither here nor there. I'm gonna go, I guess, look for a talking skeleton in the woods or something. He won't.
Don't go to the woods. Jet, give me a day. Let me see what I can find.
And he was like, he goes off. All right, so that's your Jet interaction. You successfully hidden that you took Sharp, so you can do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm gonna go put, while he's fucking off or doing whatever the hell it is he's doing, I'm gonna go sneak into his house and put the violin case on there, and I'm gonna have someone else write the note for me because I don't want him to recognize my handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have them write something like, a little gift for my favorite musician.
I want you to roll me deception at disadvantage for this. Only because...
Before I do that, though,
okay.
Before I do that, I was gonna open up the violin case for the very first time and talk to Sharp really quick.
Oh, okay. Well,
secretly somewhere.
Yeah. Let me grab him. Where's that?
What a weird day.
It's been a strange day, and it's only day one for her.
Oh well, hello there.
I know it's been a while. I have a question for you.
You need supreme power?
Not me, actually, but if the music lesson comes without a pact, wouldn't say no. However, I know that we took you away from Jet because he's an insufferable tool. However, I see now how much he is suffering, and although I do not like the man and do not care for him as a person anymore, I don't feel it's right. Also, I'm not utilizing you, so I feel like someone should be able to utilize your fantastic power and your prowess. My question is, would you be okay with going back with Jet in your current form?
No!
Oh?
No, he'll just keep me for himself. With you, I get to travel. Ooh, it's so fun.
So,
Besides,
you don't get to do...
adventurers always get desperate. It's only a matter of time. You see, he's just like he's plucking his violin like it's a little like mandolin, almost
he wants you to be a warlock so bad.
I know, and I don't want to be a warlock. I've already done Bardlock once, and I hate it.
Besides, I used to be able to go wherever the hell I wanted, and I can't anymore, and I don't know why. Who knows? Maybe we'll find. I feel like there's pieces of me missing. So who knows? Maybe we can find more of me.
Reassemble you.
Yes.
I do have a question for you, and this is just me being a bleeding heart. Do you know if there's anything we can do to help Jet with his hands, etc.?
One thing comes to mind. He conjures a knife and gives it to you. Put the poor bloke out of his misery.
Jesus. Oleander does laugh. Well, it was worth a shot. I almost gave you back to him because I thought maybe you would want to have somebody to fuck with, but I can understand the wish for adventure. I just wish there was a way I could help him.
Well, I mean, I can't stop you either way.
I suppose that's true, but you are a being with your own thoughts and sentience, so I figured I'd ask what you wanted first before I just willy-nilly did whatever I wanted.
I'll tell you something for free. Power corrupts, Oleandra.
You don't say.
I'm aware of that.
If Jet has me to himself, do you think he's gonna share that power? Or is he gonna hoard it? And become that miserable wretch you always knew he was. Once more.
I suppose you're right. I don't know. I did love the guy once, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, love.
Must have been. I've got someone better now. But must have perhaps been before he made the deal with you.
Old love, that reminds me of a tune.
Oh?
He'll start playing a sad little tune on his violin. And it's a haunting melody. And he'll say, now perhaps we could come to an agreement. I could give you this here tune. I'd serve you quite well.
In exchange for
not giving me to the little shit. And
I think
if we come across a friend who's or a missing piece of me, put me back together.
I think that seems fair.
Well, then let's do that then.
All right.
He will hand you his violin. And you can
This is not me entering into a pact, right?
Not a traditional pact, no, but you've made a deal, as it were. But you're not but you're not warlocked.
Thank God. Okay, cool.
Then the song that he gives you is
song.
Is the let me go search for the name of this. I didn't have this open because
Wonderwall.
No, you were gonna talk to him today.
How dare you?
1 second. I'll look at. Well, I'll find the name of it in a bit if it comes up. But basically, I can tell you what it does. Basically, you can use a bardic inspiration to anchor yourself to a point, and as a reaction, you can return to that point whenever you want.
Teleport song.
Yeah, but it just requires you to be to whatever place you start. The song is basically where you're anchored to, and then you can go do whatever. So, like for example, you could at the top of a cliff use this song, jump off the cliff, and before you hit the ground, use your reaction, and it'll basically you'd go zoop back in time to where you were. So it wouldn't be like you teleport back and then continue falling and smack into the cliff. You just go back to the state that you were.
What's it called?
That's what I would have to find.
Oh,
so that
I'm calling it.
That'll take me a second. Were you calling it?
Teleport song.
Teleport, yeah. Just in parentheses, teleport song. I'll find its real title in a bit. I just want to keep going through people so we can get to more stuffs.
Music pun.
As
rewind.
for your, that's pretty much all that you'd be doing with Sharp there.
It's rewind time.
Yeah, pretty much. And worth noting, that's that only works for you. It doesn't work for so say you have a ball in your hand and you jump off a cliff and you throw the ball as you jump off the cliff. If you use your reaction to go back, the ball does not go back with you. If that makes sense.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah.
And now for you, I think the last major thing that we have to do, I'm sure there's some little things here and there, but
Dimitri has a gift for Oleandra.
Oh, cute. I have to do the Merchant's Guild thing too.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, no, Dimitri has some of Sharp's old music sheets, and he gives them to her just as like a little gift.
All right, Oleandra, now is the time for your... You have the two paintings. Do you give one painting to Sebastian, or do you show him both the paintings?
I'm going to give him one. I'm trying to be honest. The other one was my own personal investment.
What one?
So, one of them was a cityscape, like a floating city or something, and the other
one was like
a
fantasy floating cityscape. And the other was, I believe it was a.
It's like a landscape.
It was a landscape. Right? Yeah, the other one was a landscape, and then the one that you didn't buy was the cat hanging there poster, basically.
Yeah, I did want to buy that. It was funny. I just didn't. Question. Can I do an investigation on these paintings just because I've been sitting with them for so long? Can I do some kind of look at them to see if there's an artist name on them or if there's any other things that would be indicative of quality?
I would say you could find those things, but I don't think you have the knowledge to do anything with that information, if that makes sense. It's just not your area of expertise.
Yeah, that's fair.
But someone who you've known to collect art happens to be the man in front of you. So unfortunately, the best person to ask is the person you're trying to show only the correct thing to. You could always try showing him both and see what happens. Oleandra, dear, pray tell, what did you do with my investment?
I went to the broth. I'm kidding. No, I made an art purchase, actually.
Ooh, I do love art.
I know you do, and you're so well versed in it. And I have a little tiny confession. I did spend your money, and I bought one painting with your money. And then I bought a painting with my own money as another investment. I'm just not sure which one I want to give you.
Well, I do love art. Why don't you... Can I see them both?
Absolutely. I have an idea of which one I think is the right choice, but I wanted to be honest and upfront with you.
I, of course, appreciate your honesty. And sometimes as merchants, we have to invest, maybe take out a loan for a bigger payoff. However, Oleandra, he will gingerly take both paintings from you, and he will step back and place them. He'll place them both separated a little bit, but basically both on the bench, basically one here, one here. Put them there, and he'll walk back to you. Now, Oleandra, I want you to choose. And you'll see in his hand, he'll start conjuring a firebolt. One of them is going to go. One of them will make me very sad if it goes, Oleandra, to be frank. But the best lessons are learned through Trauma? I don't know.
The other one, that's 50 gold out of my own pocket. I told you that I spent.
Well, you'll get the other one back.
It doesn't make sense. Why would you waste perfectly good art? You hate wasting money.
Because, Oleandra, you need to be able to choose and this is a test for your discerning eye. It's not a test for knowing in general, oh, art, pretty, good. I need to know, for you to be a guild leader one day, that you have an eye better than anyone else's. Because one of these paintings was a poor purchase. One of them was an excellent purchase.
Can I look at him when he picked up the paintings? Was there any indication of an eyebrow raise or anything like that?
Your good friend Sebastian is king of not giving things away. I will say I'll let you roll insight, but you're gonna need a hell of a roll.
Not that roll, probably.
No, yeah, we'd be talking like 25 to get any inclination of what he is. You played poker with him once, and that was enough to learn your lesson.
Yeah, I figured. Oh, I should have just brought you one of them.
Perhaps. But this is more fun, isn't it?
For you, maybe. This is so stressful for me, you monster. I even tried to find an artisan, and I could not find a single damn true artist in the entire city. It's wild.
So it all comes down to luck, then. So, Oleandra, I want you to tell me, which one of these two paintings am I going to destroy? The landscape or the flying city?
There were no signatures on these things. Anything?
There are, but again, like you don't have that knowledge basically to go off. You don't have, and you weren't able through your checks to find someone who did either. So basically, this is coming down to a 50-50.
Gamble.
I hate gambling. This is why I live in Las Vegas and I don't gamble at all.
Just stare at him, pull out a coin, and point at each painting and go heads, tails.
You point a gun at him and you reveal him as the big bad that he truly is.
What's it going to be, Oleandra? I need to know that you have a discerning eye.
Choosing.
What do I destroy?
I'm just drive me crazy. The flying city, and as I say that, the second he tries to cast a firebolt, I'm a fucking counterspell.
Ooh! Can you counterspell a cantrip?
Yeah, you can counterspell any kind of magical effect.
Yeah, and with a cantrip, it's just auto gone.
All right, he will reaction counterspell your counterspell.
Ooh.
I don't think so, dear. And you will see him fire, and you told him to destroy the floating city. He fires and destroys the landscape. And he goes up and takes the floating city and gives it back to you. And he says,
Gamer Spinks came.
Unfortunately, dear, you had the right, I will say, mixed results. You weren't able to tell which one was exquisite. But luckily for you, I could. And he gives you...
Almost kicked the fucking city. I just thought it was too obvious.
There are plenty of fakes, but this individual, and he will go... he will go like behind the counter and grab like some reference books, and he'll like flip through it, and you see here the artist Imperius Del Roy. painted this from what we believe was painted from an airship of a floating city as he approached it. So many years ago. It is worth quite a bit of gold, my dear. Which, of course, I'd be willing to purchase from you.
Well, I feel silly because genuinely, I thought I really did almost pick the damn flying city. I just thought it seemed too
read
obvious.
up on your art then. He'll toss the book to you. Read up on artists.
Probably 1,000.
Yeah, he tosses it to you. It hits you in the head. You take a point of damage. Oh, sorry, dear. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know my own strength.
She's gonna make her soon-to-be boyfriend carry all the heavy books.
My
but
you have acceptable, thank you.
You have a painting worth 1,000 gold.
Oh, yeah, I'll sell that shit.
Which, if you want to sell that, like, Sebastian will buy it for you at that price. He won't even haggle you down if you don't want. Well, I'm sorry, if you don't want that. I said that weird. Because of it's you, he won't try and get a better deal.
I know that you'll be able to sell this for 5 times this, and I do wish you luck.
Dear,
but
please,
thank you,
darling. I would never sell this. This is going on my wall.
Well, I'm glad someone with an appreciation for it has found it, because if you want to talk about someone that has no idea what's going on, the fools at the Merchants Guild in the city, in the capital, threw this man out with these paintings.
They're too busy with the taxes of the whole city. That has always been their weakness. They've never knew how to appreciate the finer things. And that's why I couldn't stand the place. One of the many reasons why I decided to come here to spread my wings.
I suppose that seems fair.
Or what's put my roots down, or whatever the saying is. I should know this, but
I know what you meant, Sebastian, darling. I know what you meant. Well, at least, something good came of it. I did kind of like that landscape, though, just for myself. I'm sort of sad it's gone.
Oh, it was
pretty. It wasn't. It
was fine. You could get that in. I mean, there's plenty of those around.
I suppose. Well, then that's something I'll spend some time doing, is I'll learn about art and
when you do, then we can talk about perhaps furthering your progression in the guild.
Perfect.
Great, and I think that's a good holding place for y'all. Which
the only other thing.
Oh yeah.
I've just got to go back to the Discord. There was just one other thing. I just wanted to try to gain some proficiency with sewing, so that she could make some clothes for her stage costumes and stuff. So that would be the other thing I'm working on.
You could do that, no problem. And honestly, I believe you're the one that has the mending spell. It'd be even easier for you, because when you fuck up, you're like, oh shit, I fucked up mending.
So I can add 1,000 gold to my inventory, huh? Damn.
What? Oh, for the yes. I was in the like your sewing ain't that good, Oleandra. Like, hold up here.
I'm amazing. I've only been studying for 2 months, and I'm a couturier. All right, cool.
Why are people struggling to load into camping?
I don't know. It had me in one. Originally, I was in 2, and then it got me back to 1, and now I'm going back to 2.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm changing the map. But you guys have loaded this before. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably just being slow.
Foundry's just Foundry.
Yeah, Foundry's just doing Foundry.
Hello.
What are we doing?
She kills a man.
For the most part, she is going to spend time just like flitting around the city and helping out wherever he can. Whoever wants it or needs it. Either just around in the city or in the party kind of things.
Mhm.
And then besides that, the big thing that he wants to do is try to figure out more about Ladar, either with reading stuff if there's anything that he can find, or just like meditating on his weird little hand. And he's also going to like spend some time meditating and praying to Solrata as well, because he's a little freaked out about how that relationship's going on.
Sure, yeah.
She
Let's
blocked you on
see
Twitter.
for your Ladar stuff. I mean, we kind of touched on that with Dimitri and your
Yeah,
role to help out
definitely.
there. I'll say go ahead and roll me another history check, and I swear to God, if you roll me a fucking 20, I'm deleting this entire campaign.
I am not loaded into Campion. Hang on.
This is excessive, really, but okay.
Let me refresh
you should be there
thing
soon. I
and
think you
we'll
might be
see.
the last one. Yeah, everyone else is in,
Fair
so you're
enough.
probably the last.
Come on, browser.
Do it, little browser.
Let's go.
Ooh. I had to write a writing test today for a job, and we had to make up a story about a green tap dancing octopus that shows up at the FTX offices the day that everything went wrong last year.
Oh my god!
And I managed to put in an ooh joke into the prompt. I'm pretty sure the recruiter is
at 99%. Oh my god!
You know, I'm second.
It'll get there. Foundry's shy. Punches Foundry.
Amazing.
It is. It's a little shy baby. When it works super great. When it doesn't, it's like, nah.
Yeah, I would say both of these, the things that you're looking to do, will kind of determine on your history.
Yeah. Still at 99%.
You want me to roll for you? Or would you rather do that?
It would be so funny if you rolled a nat 20.
That would be
funny. Absolutely hilarious. Wait. I think it literally just rolled. Okay. Or loaded, not rolled. Okay, cool. History, you said?
History check.
Cool.
With 16, pretty good. Not
bad.
You guys have, I mean, together, everybody's kind of worked together on researching Ladar, these artifacts and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the only addition that maybe you have found in your research is that you were able to find, and a lot of this is possible through so with the teleportation sigils, goods are being actively, teleported from city to city. But usually it's like the courier shows up being like, here are the things that are that were ordered. Here's the list, the manifest or whatever. I'm going back to where I came from. Here's the goods. Peace out, kind of thing. So you guys are able to like petition the capital or whatever, reach out to like the different libraries and stuff to get this information, and they're able to actually send it to you. Nice. It's just that you then they're being pretty tight on who can actually travel, if that makes sense. But goods are actively being going. So you're able to find a book on Ladar that talks about what's called the final gift of Ladar, before he seemingly disappeared, which was the floating capital Zendesha. From your research, it seemed to be a magnificent, beautiful, giant floating city powered by mana from Kano itself. So somehow it was harnessing power from the land, which just sort of lines up with things that you've learned already, where the druids were upset that the floating cities were taking resources, and perhaps those resources was like the mana itself. And at the center was a self-sustaining arcane engine. And by all accounts, it was a floating paradise. And it was soon after its creation. Not only did Ladar depart, but his followers were able to take that technology and replicate it. So soon there were more and more flying cities. And this was pretty much the dawn of the Age of Luminance. That's basically the gist. So you've gotten some clarity in that Ladar really just created the one floating city, which then others were able to replicate by studying it. Taking it, studying the individual parts and just building it brick by brick. Metal by metal, the same thing. And it was the key thing was the capital city of Zendesha.
Cool.
Which I can spelling. But as for helping around town, that is definitely something you are able to do, and your help is always welcome. Is there any items you wanted to purchase or anything like that?
Nothing specifically yet. If I come up with something, I'll definitely let you know. But I mean, if anybody else wanted to buy other stuff that was more expensive, she is more than happy to give y'all some money.
Well, very well.
Nothing in particular, but if you wanted any potions, I could make you some.
Oh yes, Skunky, have you determined what potions you're gonna be making?
I'm gonna do one of each, and then maybe get some more after we do my other stuff. But no rush on that.
All right, great. So you go ahead. You can just mark that gold off and whatnot.
Oleandra would be interested in some healing potions.
Yeah, you can just send it to me in the group chat so other people can do other stuff.
Cool.
Okay. Marlo, did you decide on any items you might want? You said possibly boots.
Yeah, I couldn't really find any boots that in like the basic magic items that I found particularly interesting. Just double check to make sure that's actually true, but of a kind, spring, rephrase boots, wing boots. Nothing.
Well, what kind of boots would you ideally want? Would you ideally want to get? What would you want them to do?
I honestly couldn't tell you. So honestly, write me off as far as buying stuff goes. Don't worry about it.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Springing and jumping.
I think that then covers everybody through our time skip. So at this point, it's been about 3 or so months. Shut the fuck up. Don't you dare.
Hey, nice.
And we are going to catch up to a tavern scene where Marlo, I assume Marlo is still working at the tavern.
Yeah, he'd take up shifts between his stuff. He'd also, if you ever overheard what's Oleandra's rival again?
Jet.
If you ever overheard Jet talking about looking for a skeleton, he would have on occasion used disguised self to look like a skeleton just while walking around town.
Evil.
And then as soon as he passed a corner, he would have dropped it.
Yeah, we dragon this, the observer token. Hopefully everyone will be able to see. Can everybody see inside the tavern now, even if you're not in it?
No.
No?
Nope.
No.
I made an observer token for this purpose.
I see dynamic lighting. Like, I see lights. If I go up, I can see a little bit more. It's like I look out the window like a creeper.
All right.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking through the windows.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Is the observer token just the sickos like that? Stare through the window.
Yes.
There. All right. You're all in here, but you're not in here yet. So,
gotcha.
Marlo, you were working your usual tavern shift. It's a moderate day, not too busy, not but not dead either. And you see, hold on. Let me get my notes. Make sure I'm not gonna bullshit something. You see an individual at the far table. Seems to be who has an looks like a lyre or something like that, resting against the table, and they're kind of like writing on the table while they're like playing with their food a bit. They're kind of muttering a bit, looking around every so often, and going back to their writing. This is a new person that you've not seen in the city before. Everyone else is like, okay, they're regulars. So right. You don't remember seeing a caravan come in, so but it's possible. There's enough commerce now that Campion's really growing that not too crazy.
Enough bustle that a new face isn't out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd clock that they seem to be dissatisfied with something, so I'd wander over. Hey, something wrong with your food, or?
Oh, well, no, sorry. I'm just working on my next song. She's sort of playing with her knife on the table as she's like plucking a string like idly on her lute. Says, I just can't get the rhymes to work quite right.
Oh, I don't know. Give me a word, I'll rhyme it for you.
Well, okay, so
maybe
my song is called "Have You Heard the Lark Sing?"
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Marlo, roll me perception.
Okay.
You just get stabbed by Lark. It's a tradition now.
Perception 17.
You notice that the knife that she's playing with is not one of the kitchen knives. Or knives that come with. It seems to be her own personal, like small knife, and it has a curve to it. A little serpentine curve to it.
Call it a knife.
Somewhere, Dimitri's like shivering.
Nice piece. I got one of my own, and I'll show off the dagger, the bear dagger.
Oh yeah, lovely dagger. I'm just gotta work on these song. Not
okay,
very
well,
good.
Hit you with a line.
What's that?
I've heard worse in the tavern. Believe me, we have an open stage night, and I've heard some stinkers. So
Yeah, well, hopefully I'm not one of those stinkers. She will pluck a few more notes on the lyre. Marlo, I want you to roll me a performance check.
Okay, bad at these. 14.
Even with your very limited knowledge of instruments, you notice that this bard is holding their lyre wrong. But strumming it like they know what they're doing, but they're not playing anything but open notes on the instrument.
Got it. So are you brand new? You kind of have a weird grip on your lyre there.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just learning, Yeah, roll me insight.
Okay.
Marlo's denser than one of his punches on this one.
She's lying to you.
Yeah. Okay, well, he clocks it. He's not gonna give away that he knows it, but okay, well, if you need anything, I'll I guess I'll scope. Does she need like a flagon refill or anything?
Oh no, all I need is help with my lyrics. Need to know. So if you think of anyone that can help me with my lyrics, that'd be much appreciated.
I mean, I have a friend who's pretty good at it, but she's not really. She's kind of in her honeymoon phase right now, so like, I don't know if I can really reach her at the moment. I can try.
What's your friend's name?
It's like Cynthia or something.
Well, it's fine. You see, once you give the name, apparently the name for some reason, like your insight was high enough from before that once you gave the name Cynthia, she was like all of a sudden like very disinterested. All right, well, I'll just keep trucking along.
Yeah, you do that, and I'll I'm going to feign a pratfall and bash my head off the table by accident, and
Jesus,
at the same time release one of my
Serrata.
I'm gonna release one of my teeth into the table, or like just kind of under the table, and just leave it there.
Oh my God, are you all right? What?
Yeah,
Give me your choice of. I know this has to be performance.
Okay.
Give me a performance check for that.
At 20.
Jesus Christ! Oh my, are you okay? Like, did you just what? Oh my God, you're bleeding from your mouth. She like grabbing like a napkin from the table and like, I don't know what
please
to do here.
Don't use the napkins, please. I beg you. It's gonna be an infection. It's fine.
What's wrong with the napkins?
Happens all the time. Don't worry about it.
She like
it's all good.
Kind of like drops the napkins on the ground and just like kind of looks at her hands like, what have I touched?
It's made from clove fur.
Are you okay?
Hey, don't sweat it. Oh yeah, it's fine. I just slipped on some stale beer.
Hey, get back! You're not there.
It happens all the time. I'm such a klutz usually. I got 2 left feet. And that's on a good day.
You sure you don't need like see a cleric or something?
Oh no, these grow back. They're fine.
Oh my. Okay.
I'll just tell her if you need anything.
Yeah. I think I'm good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. And I'll just kind of I'll kind of just go back to my duties, and if I see her kind of like muttering anything, I'm going to tune into my tooth and listen for a bit.
Yeah, she's definitely muttering. Roll me perception for hearing.
Okay. Ooh, just a 7.
You wouldn't hear too much. Your tooth must have gotten like kicked around in the scuffle and got like a little further away under the table, so you get a lot of bass, but not too much clarity. Let's see. What you might hear a word or two. Let's see.
Check something.
Yeah, you hear mostly sounds like kind of like exasperated. You get like the emotion. There's like exasperation, just like a little bit of like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, what is this like fucking place? Like, what the fuck just happened? And like just a little bit of like dejected, being dejected.
I can also see through it. So, is there anything I pick up sight wise, or is the 7 also representing the sight?
I don't think there'd be anything useful that you'd see from under the table.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. She, from what you see, pretty plain clothing. Yeah, I'd say the 7 going along with that, not making out anything too crazy. Seems like, a wannabe adventurer bard, but like very not too skilled, probably like lower level in out of character.
I clock their general appearance. Like it's like a half elf roughly.
They are a halfling.
Halfling, okay. I'll bring back. I'll on my way back. I'll pick up like empty plates and flagons or whatever, and I would just pass to what's his name? I have his name here. One second. Linus. Just keep an eye on the halfling at the table over there. She's up to something. I don't know what yet though.
What Marla? What do you mean she's up to something? What we can't have ne'er do wells at our tavern. That would not do well for customer retention, Marlo.
Wait, sorry, nothing. But we let Seymour in all the time. No offense, Seymour.
None taken. Happy to be here. Seymour's harmless, he just, he runs him a tab. I'm sure he'll pay it one day. And like his wife would say, F-Day says, you no pay tab ever. He won't do it. No, I won't. This week at least. Next week though, I'm expecting big payday. Next week I swear. I'll hold you to it, Seymour. I know you're good for it. Of course.
Yeah, so I would just let him know, I guess.
Do you go about the rest of your shift as normal?
I'm trying to think of a good rhyme with Lark. I just run by. What about Stark?
I'm sorry, what?
Stark, it rhymes with Lark.
Oh, you're helping me with my song.
You said you needed help. So,
Sure, I'll give it a try. I'll see if it fits. Maybe not quite the right vibe I'm going for, but yeah, I'll keep working on
Mark?
it. Yeah, I can rhyme. I can rhyme Mark with things.
She picked the worst person to try and get their attention.
I mean, I don't think Marla knows who Lark is, right? Because
you do. Dimitri told you the boss of the Thieves Guild. Lark confronted him about working together. That's about it. Yeah, that's why Dimitri got stabbed that one time.
Oh, I'm thinking of the guy who. Wait, is Lark's not the guy that we met in the church city, right? Lark is the guy who interrogated you, right?
He was the one
Lark is the guy that
me.
interrogated Dimitri, who
put the hit on us,
who had a divine weapon that was serpentine in shape.
Got it.
I would say, I mean, you roll me a history check.
In that case, I would just be saying that this is just Marlo fucking with this person because
that's on brand.
That's also on brand.
History. Another nat 20.
Yeah, well, actually, it probably should have been religion, but I'll keep on to the 20. Yeah, serpentine.
It's not. Never mind.
Knife. That's this person is, pretending to be a bard. They're definitely related to the Thieves Guild in some way.
Got it.
But this seems to be pretty on the nose for trying to get the attention, someone's attention. I would say I think you have enough information. You kind of get the gist of what's going on. Roll me flat intelligence, and I'll give you advantage.
Okay. 11.
It's a little weird for someone of the Thieves Guild to be, it's like they're trying to be obvious and not obvious at the same time. Like that knife is very obvious to anyone who knows the guild. But if they're looking for someone that's in the guild, they don't need to show anything. They just talk in thieves' cant. So, with everything that you've learned, it seems like they need to somehow show a connection to the guild for somebody outside of the Thieves Guild for some reason.
I see. Okay. Well, okay, they were talking about how they may wanted to talk to a bard. So I was saying, like Oleandra, but I was suspicious of them, so I decided not to drop her name. Okay, here's all of them. Okay, so, all right, maybe I can help you a bit more. Can you tell me more about this Lark? Maybe, what are his hobbies, his interests? Does he have a motivation right now?
She'll kind of side eye you, and she'll say, "Well, I vision the song is like, I want it to be something maybe heroic in theme, or perhaps I don't know. I want to work in maybe a call to arms or something like that. Something to really bolster people's morale. I don't. You see, roll me an insight check.
Okay.
And I'll give you advantage too.
23.
I mean, that's plenty. You can see that she's super uncomfortable. That she's trying to talk like bard speak without having an ounce of the skills necessary to be a bard or even to pretend to be a bard. That this was like the best she could come up with. Like, it's just getting a message out, really.
Got it. And you don't know what the message is yet, or you do, or I might have an idea.
I have an idea of what it is. I think once I meet my muse, once I meet my muse, I'll know exactly what to write, what to say.
Got it. I know a few people who might be a decent muse if I'm not sufficing.
Okay. Well, whoever the Cynthia or whatever, I don't need to see a Cynthia. It's fine. I appreciate your help. I'll just come here every day until a muse arrives, I guess. You see
Got it.
a stark realization in her head that she could be here for a while.
Okay.
I'm back.
I'll be like, okay, well, hope they come soon, and then walk up to your. Hey, mind if I take off? It seems like we're kind of in a lull.
Well, I mean, we still got plenty in the night. If you need to take your break, you can take your union mandated 30-minute break.
Wait, a union? Who else works here?
Of course, we pro union here. Duh.
Okay. I just figured usually the owner isn't like union. Anyway, don't worry about it. Okay, thanks, boss. And I'll just I'll go find whoever is in town in the party.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what are you guys doing? What are you guys all doing in the outhouse? That's so
weird. Let's roll a luck check. We'll say you go around, like you can check a bunch of places. I'd say it's pretty likely that you'd eventually find someone. Let's say it's 75 or lower to find somebody. Below 50, you find multiple people. Even lower, we can find more and more and more. I would say you find one of your compatriots. Let's see. I'll roll a d4 to see who you find. You found Dimitri. And I'd say if you found Dimitri, you probably find Oleandra too. If you want to spend the time, like at worst, this would be getting everybody together the next day to get here. But you could definitely get everybody here eventually.
Okay. I mean, I think Dimitri and Oleandra would be the primary two I'd want to find first anyway. So I just mentioned, hey, I think that Lark guy has like a contact or something at the tavern.
Dimitri shudders.
I think she needs she needs us basically to do like her a favor or something.
Okay.
I've just been fucking with her, and she seems pretty helpless. So
yeah, no, Lark said he would get in contact with me when he had something for us.
Well, fun! Don't we love that?
Yeah, hopefully it's not another knife to the back.
Well, it seems like it probably wouldn't be, because I doubt he would come all the way out here by himself. But also, you know, he's trying to make some kind of a bard, and honestly, it sounds from Marlowe's description like it's very poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a terrible act. I don't know. I guess if you got a message there, Ollie.
I mean, I could just go over there.
Yeah,
I'll
just
go.
need to get,
You could also,
if
sending Stone to Sebastian and ask him to message everybody else to go to the tavern and say, it's urgent or whatever. And he would do
I'll
that
head
for
to
you.
the tavern for sure.
So yeah, I'd say you all arrive there, and Marlo points out the individual, and
them across the bar.
And
just
she goes,
very obviously.
Oh shit.
Dimitri will sit down first.
Oleandra will sit down too.
Hi there, everybody. Well, what a great group we have. I'm just the bard working on my song.
Well, my friend said that you might need a little help with a song concerning a lock.
Oh, God, are you fucking Cynthia? I'm sorry. That was mean. I've just had a day. Cynthia,
No.
it's been great to meet you. I don't think you're who I'm looking for.
Cynthia, but I appreciate it.
Please tell me you don't have another dagger to stab me in the back.
Are you looking for a more poisonous variety, perhaps?
Yeah,
I'm just looking for someone who can hear the lark sing.
Oh, I can.
I must have heard the lark sing, in fact.
Yes, I met him personally.
Last time we heard them sing was in the capital.
Oh, well, you don't say. We might have a bit to discuss.
Why didn't you just come and look for me?
I don't know who you are. I've been given...
You're a messenger, yes?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
So you're confirming that very strongly. Continue.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need names from all of y'all before I say anything.
My name's Oleandra.
I'm she.
What's wrong with
Cynthia?
What's wrong with the goat? Your name? You're Cynthia?
Nah, I'm fucking with you. It's Marlo.
I just have like 3 shopping bags full of potions.
He's eating his books.
He's eating his books. She's okay. Fine. It seems like you're who I'm. It seems like you're who I'm looking for. Your services are requested by the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
Lark sends his regards, but usually that's not a good thing, so I apologize if that's triggering.
Usually, if someone sends their regards like that, you expect like someone to get stabbed right after,
Yeah.
Yes, well, I don't know why. I'll be honest, I don't. Well, I kind of know why we need you, but
we have a common enemy.
Yeah, I guess. I just do what I'm told. I just do what I'm told. Look, I need to. So, the guild would like your assistance on a matter. There's been an individual of interest that has been seen in the city of Middle Mist. North of the capital.
Marlo clocks that. Oh, really?
We after certain happenings in a nearby town, the guild interviewed a paladin and a shepherd who were near said place prior to it ceasing to be said place, and they mentioned a pair of individuals, a Goliath and a half-elf, and then later seeing just the Goliath. It is the guild is of the opinion these individuals may be responsible for the destruction.
How many arms did the Goliath have?
That guy is dead.
I wasn't told about any 5-armed Goliaths, so I'm assuming 2.
I remember this individual. We've met them before.
Well, there's rumors of the Goliath matching this description in the city of Middle Mist, and people are saying that he has some tattoos that some are saying they're barbarian, others are saying they look awful druidic.
Yep, it's the one guy that we helped out.
From what we've been able to ascertain, his name is Ox.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him.
Here's where you come in. Now, the guild is confident that we could eventually send enough people to kill him. But we don't want to kill him. We want him to show us where his boss is. Because we don't. He doesn't seem like the type that's pulling the strings. I think his strings getting pulled. Which is where you come in. Well, because we think he's responsible for everything. We think his boss is the reason why your neighboring city ain't no more.
That would be accurate. We met him, and then...
So, what the guild would like from you is to meet up with this person and, through whatever means necessary, get them to show you. Because, well, I should say, we know you've spoke to them before. The paladin seemed to think you guys were pretty chummy, although the shepherd thinks you guys were just travelers that were... I guess you guys helped like a druid that was stealing medicine or some shit. The guild doesn't care. The guild doesn't care about that. But it seems like your relationship with him, this all happened before the destruction. So it seems at least you have a rapport with this individual that's not bad. The guild could go in and probably assassinate him, but again, we want him to show y'all where the secrets are.
You want the subtle touch, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Through whatever means necessary. Like if you have to beat it out of him, then I guess do that. But we're...
I hope it be necessary. I think we left quite a good impression on this individual. So.
Yeah, he may also he might not be aware that we betrayed his ally. We might actually be able to see if he still thinks we're allies.
Time either.
Well, if you're willing to do this for the guild, I'm authorized to. I have papers, not with me, of course, but I have papers that can give you passage through the sigil, teleportation sigil to Middle Mist.
Well, that'd be much better than walking there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rather not
we don't know how long it's going to be there, so time is of the essence. I have very limited information. I was told all this through a series of sending spells in the middle of the night, and I'm hoping I remember it all. Wasn't quite ready. I was getting my beauty sleep. But that's neither here nor there. Yes. Sorry. Question?
We are one person down. We had an ally that was with us.
Yeah,
it's a
we
solid
have.
number to have.
I mean, well, we have a contact that will be waiting for you in Middle Mist. They will show you around, make sure you don't get lost, and I think they might join you if you don't mind to make sure. Well, make sure y'all aren't truly best of buds with him, if that makes sense.
Well,
can't be
then
too
we
careful.
should get going sooner rather than later, so we can.
Couldn't agree more. Actually, we should really get to Middle Mist.
Yeah, I think we've been idle long enough. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
I would agree.
Our house could use a bit of a break.
Well, the guild is willing to compensate you for your efforts. I believe. Could be wrong on this. If you accomplish everything that we want, I believe it's something like 2,500 per person, which is obscene. Obscene. So y'all must be really good.
We are very good at what we do. Yes.
Because I've not even. I don't think I've seen that number on a piece of paper before. But regardless, if you kill him, well, that's going to be problematic because we've tried to get information from the dead before, and it's not been too helpful. Something about where they are, it's too complicated, or we just don't know how to phrase it exactly to get any answers from the dead. So we need him alive in order to get out of him.
That's extremely fair.
So yeah, if you choose to accept, a lot of money, a lot of rewards, and we will get you passage ASAP. You can leave.
Fine with me. I
leave
just
tonight
need to
if you
talk to
want.
Sebastian.
Yes, let's make
Yeah, sooner the better. Let's go. Yep, right now.
Oh wow, this. I'm not gonna lie, this worked much better than I thought it would.
We've been sitting around for a few months. Trust me, getting back into the field is exciting.
Yes, I'm nearly out of, new supplies. I want to find some new stuff to craft with.
And I also want to test out some of my new abilities.
Yes, I just have to touch base with Sebastian before we go, and then I'll be fine.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'll meet you outside with the papers when you're ready. I guess if you're going tonight, I'll go get the papers now.
Well, actually, I feel like maybe we should go in the morning so we can pack.
That makes more sense to me.
Yes, I think let's calm the instinctuals and go pack really quickly, and then we can meet in the morning. I can take care of my things with Sebastian, and we can make sure someone's watching our house, Steamy.
Yes, of course.
Well, all right. I'll meet you first thing in the morning then, right outside the sigil house. Teleportation. I don't know what do we call it? Are they called something now? I don't know.
The teleportation house is fine. What's your name? I don't think we ever called it.
Oh, I'm Inna Pine.
I'm sorry. How do I spell that?
Inna Pine.
Inna Pine. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Inna Pine. We'll see you in the morning.
I'll see you then, I guess. What are the things that you wanted to do? You wanted to touch base with Sebastian?
Yeah, I wanted to see if he had any work for me in that area, just in case.
Sorry, darling. Middle Mist is a little far away. Not too much reason for commissary. I think, if I remember correctly, it's a mining city or town. It's not. I think we might actually be bigger than them already. They're pretty small. I think they're known for they have a jade mine. Maybe some diamonds can be found there too. I mean, good place to stock up. If you happen to purchase some priceless gems there or the like, or rare materials, the guild will compensate you for that. We could always use more. Is that okay by you,
I will.
Alejandro? Yes? No?
Yeah, sorry. I'll keep an
You
eye
got
out.
very quiet. I was concerned that I had offended you.
Oh, I was so offended. You know me. Also, I just was wondering, do you know someone who can watch my house while I'm gone? We have a bit of an assignment to do. I don't know how long we'll be gone.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. We can have guard patrol, I guess. I'm not going to look after your house. I'm sorry, dear. That seems.
You're far too busy.
Yes. Take your valuables with you. I don't know. Put them in a.
All right.
I mean, we have the vault here at the guild. If you want to store anything.
I don't think I have anything that I'm super worried about. So no worries. I just have to figure out what to do with. Not your concern. Anyway, okay. So I will see you soon. I will keep in contact as always. I have my lovely sending stone, so I can hear your dulcet tones whenever I wish. And I will catch up. I will let you know how things are progressing.
Of course. Safe travels.
Thank you, darling.
Alrighty. You guys collect your things. You pack up.
Yep.
I mean, I guess if we're going the next day, Marlo would let Viv and Willow know that he secured passage to Middle Mist and will be there tomorrow.
You'll get a response from them. Basically, great. We'll try and get a courier to give you any maps or anything like that of the area that might be helpful. They'll try and assist you as best they can from a distance.
Wonderful.
Which brings us to the next day. Inapine meets you outside, hands you guys all the papers, and says, "Best of luck. I'm out of here. Bye."
Hey, just a word of advice, girl.
What?
Be chill.
I
know are you
so chill.
You gave away your cover really easy. Go and sell. Start slow.
The guild.
If you're
doing good.
We don't.
If you're going
doing
to pretend
good.
to be a bard, may I make a recommendation? Take a music lesson.
I don't need to pretend to be a bard all the time. It's only you guys. If you guys knew thieves' camp, this wouldn't have been an issue. I could just talk gibberish, and y'all would know what I'm saying. No, it's why we don't.
You're doing good.
Of course I am.
Just remember those words.
She will skedaddle. Lysander will actually meet you guys inside here. To give you guys the rundown of the teleportation sigil. And this, basically, you have to, it seems like what you show him the papers, and he's like, well, it's a little odd, but you got authorization from a guild, and that's all you need. I will say that even to my eye, these papers don't look the most legitimate, but I know you, so I trust you. Don't, but be careful. Don't do anything stupid, or you might be walking back home.
Yeah. You know us.
That's probably what he's worried about.
The very image of responsibility.
Indeed. The party goes to the teleportation sigil. Any last things to do in Campion before you guys zap away?
Let's get out of this place.
I let them know that I'm going to be away for a while. The tavern owner.
To see some
Duty calls.
new people.
Right. Moment.
I take out my glass eye, or my Dimitri's eyeing glass, and I hand that to Oleander. Be like, here, this way Dimitri can keep an eye on your place.
Huh.
Ching Marlo.
Nice work, though. I like what you did with it.
I just
Oh,
need
thanks.
to
Yeah,
do
old
a
family
quick
secret.
thing because the Foundry wants to do Foundry things and make tokens be not the correct token, even though things are updated.
Boundaries just exist to spite us sometimes.
It really does.
Alrighty. And you
Trust me, I've been thinking of ways. I'm like, what if we just delete my whole ass character or something? I'm like, I don't know what it would take the Foundry to chill out. One day, Foundry will love us.
Marlowe, you activate your wristband to begin the teleportation process, and it's not painful, but you feel like it was very close to being painful. Like you feel all your spirit energy, all your ki being sucked out of you in order to activate the runes in a very uncomfortable way, and it just leaves you almost to the brink of exhaustion, but not quite exhausted. And the party instantly, you feel like jump, like a lurch in your stomach, and then you blink and you arrive basically in a similar looking jail cell type deal in Middle Mist. And when you guys,
it's a good thing he gets his key back on a short rest. That would suck otherwise.
Yeah, so a short rest might be in order. And when you guys load in, you see two individuals. One gentleman behind a desk who has who seems to be a fire genasi with like a hat, sort of like a hat over their head, kind of like resting. It's pretty early in the morning, but you'd think that whoever would be here would be awake. And then one other individual who I'll have them introduce themselves once you all load in.
Low.
Yes. Now we're just waiting. What's that? The load music or whatever?
Spanish Flea?
Huh?
You're thinking of
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Spanish Flea.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yep.
I will write that down. I might, because this week, for while you're loading in, I'll regale you with out of story things. This week I have to score 2 different scenes, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll put that in between the scenes as like a standby as we transition.
Smart.
So,
I use it a lot when I'm in my radio days. I use it a lot.
I didn't know you had radio days.
Yeah, well, just briefly, yeah.
Wow.
I used to be a DJ.
Cool.
Let's see. We're all slowly loading in. I don't know if boy. Oh wait, no. Cook's going to be okay. I think we're all loaded in. Yes.
Yeah.
Not me. Oh, now I am.
No.
Woo!
There you are.
So as the party lands and with a jolt and a loud bump, the sleeping individual behind the desk tilts his hat up and goes,
position.
Well. Seems as if we have some visitors. I think they're here for you. And he gestures to oh no, he's hot individual who's waiting at a table. Koi, can you introduce your character?
Sure. Let me pull it up so I have a reference so I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so you see, look, I'm gonna add it to the art later. They have, they're an elf. They're wearing a decorated, I don't know, poncho coat. Kind of turns into a cape. With a nice white shirt that is open just enough. Flat pants. They seem quite tall, but their build is very slender. They don't look like they have a lot of muscle to them. and they tend to have a quite bored expression on their face.
So you've made a Styrian, is what you're saying?
No, no. Here, let me post. Let me post here. I'll post it later too. But there they are.
The man behind the desk will get up. I trust your papers are in order, all of you. If you could hand them to the bars to me.
Oh, remember
yeah.
they have to pay the fine.
Oh,
The fee for the teleportation. And I'll give like
There is no such thing. We helped develop the teleportation system in our city, so
in your city.
yes, as in the citywide network through all the cities.
he's back.
I just need to see your papers. I don't know.
There's the papers,
Whatever.
darling.
Your friend is here. Has been here waiting for you. I just need to see your papers, and then
There's the
you can
papers.
go. Then you can go do whatever you want within the reason.
I warned y'all. It begins now.
Do you hand the gentleman your papers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He will look at them and say, "Well, I see now why your friend is here waiting for you. These are good, but not great, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
However, I'm sure we can come to an understanding if you're with your presence here. Let me introduce myself. I am Singe.
How you spell out?
Singe. I am Singe.
Hello.
I am this town's protector.
You're
Very
definitely
lovely
more
to meet
interesting
you.
than our town protector.
You don't happen to know Lysander, do you?
Of course I know Lysander.
He's a good friend of ours.
Oh, he's a curmudgeon. He's no fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love him though. He's our brother.
You
Are you
seem
fun?
very interesting.
I keep to myself, and I trust you do the same. Now I
We're
know
well behaved.
I'm sympathetic to the guild, so
Hmm.
he will open the door to let you pass. But keep it within reason. No, don't. This is not a town of riches. This is not my first choice to be. But like you, I'm stuck here. So
I just lean in. Don't worry. I just don't want to get stabbed again.
well, then don't get on the wrong side of my blade. You see,
Yes.
so you see, he's very smartly dressed. He doesn't, unlike Lysander, he's not like covered in like nice armor or anything. His stuff seems to be more like studded leather, that kind of thing. And he carries only a rapier at his side.
Whoa. Cool.
Yes, I'm very cool. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Anyway, if that is all,
We'll be out of your hair soon. Don't
please
worry.
be out of my hair. My hair catches on fire. Good to be out of my hair.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I'm
I
very
walk up to this man. Hello. Well, you're the individual that we were supposed to meet.
I suppose. Yes.
And you are.
Oh, am I supposed to introduce myself to you first?
Oh, I mean, I'm Dimitri now.
I mean, often
Hey,
when you
I'm
say
she.
it's considered polite.
So before anything
But
else,
you
I just
came
want to
through the-
compliment your hat.
Oh, thank you.
It's a lovely one.
It's a pretty nice hat, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I can
Oh,
show.
I'm Clove.
I'll have to show chat after the other art.
Yeah.
Because this art does. They're like hat. Like what hat? There's
Yeah,
no
it's right
hat.
now dangling like
This
from a strap
This is
around
his
my
glam.
neck.
This is his glam shot.
This is my headshot. I send it to agencies.
Amazing.
But yes,
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll introduce myself now. Ferris. Pleasure to make all of your acquaintances.
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time? My ears are blocked up or something from teleportation.
Ferris.
Ferris.
Farris.
It's fair is fair.
Me on the wall. Who is the fairest one of all? It's me, of course.
Oh, that's a lie. We all know it's me.
You know, I was going to wonder if you know Ferris Bueller.
What's a Ferris Bueller?
I'm going to have to kill everyone in this party. I knew. I'm
No,
like,
I
will be the bigger man and not
historical
make that
trickster.
joke. And then, of course,
A historical trickster, you know, but
Oh, you'll have to tell me that tale sometime then.
oh, believe me, it's quite involved. Not something for right now, but I'll regale you later.
Yes, that would be lovely.
Ferris, I'll need you to remember this favor I'm doing for the guild. I look forward to having a favor returned in kind in the future.
I will push that forward. I'll let them know.
Merci.
So what sort of skills can you lend to this endeavor?
I'm quite adept with magic.
Oh,
Ears perk up immediately.
what kind of magic?
The best magic.
The
Are you-
arcane?
Close up magic?
Wizard,
Like
warlock.
the pick a card stuff?
Oh, you want to know if yes, I study magic.
So
Okay, Gail.
Clove will kind of like start pushing next to like Dimitri. And, arcane magic, you say?
You could definitely be a good help to me and Clove. We're both studiers. I'm still relearning things.
Relearning. Oh, so you're remedial.
Yes, my mother was a wizard. I'm learning magic again.
This is all very fascinating. If all
I
of
could
you
perhaps
could get
tutor
out,
you if you're
the
willing to pay
doors
me.
there.
I have quite a fair price.
Let's
Yes, let's go. Let's discuss this business.
Okay.
Away we go.
Away you go. Oh,
over there. There we go.
Oh, they close the door behind you.
Slammed.
Can't get out. Everyone's in the way.
Keep out of trouble.
I know. What?
You all should leave. Everyone tries barging through the door all at once.
All of you, it's less new for Ferris, but all of you see a strange little. Middle Mist is a strange town because the location of its crystal was positioned in a way that it could protect the mine as well as the town. So it's not in like the town center, it's more to like the north east than what you'd expect. So you guys are pretty much at the exit to the town right here because it extends onward into where the mining happens, where they find, the jade, diamonds, and all sorts of priceless things. And you see, you can see a giant city crystal in the middle, and you also see a tavern pretty close by to where you are, down to the south west here.
Oh wow, that's convenient.
So our goal, to reiterate, is to find these two. Correct?
I think just the Goliath.
Just the Goliath?
Because it was the half-elf and the Goliath went together, only the Goliath left once again. Or is that supposed to be... No, because, was that supposed to be referencing Helhana or a new person?
Ox. Or you mean when they were... it was referencing Helhana at first, but then it appeared that they...
Then it was, just
it was just him.
Okay, yeah. Yes, it's just Ox. Like I said, I wonder if we can... I don't know if he knows that we defeated Helhana. And I'm saying this in a hushed tone, of course. But if not, we might be able to use that to our advantage. Make him think we're still his ally.
Oh, I typed this to the wrong person. You don't know that, Nakura. Koi knows that.
I'm blind. It's okay.
Trying to sneaky DM type, but I can't sneaky DM type.
It's okay.
Ferris will just go, So, from what we've gathered so far, This ox has been going to the tavern, to dine at night, so perhaps catch him there.
And the tavern, by the way, is called Oblong John's.
Oh God!
Amazing.
Of course.
And yeah, and so you guys have a little bit of time to kill. Not too much, but enough to get you a short rest to replenish key, Marlowe.
Wahoo!
Oh,
Points
Trez, I
are
don't actually think I asked this. When I was able to properly haggle the Hunters Guild into getting some gold from the mission? I don't
Yes,
think I added
you would
any of
have.
that.
If you're sharing the gold with the party, which I'm assuming you are, everyone would have gotten 100 gold.
Okay.
Neat.
It's good to know that updates what I have in my inventory.
But everyone got that?
Yeah, Dimitri would have split it up because we all fought Ramirez together.
I will take money. Well, do you have a specialty of magic?
I find myself liking the divination. Cool.
Oh, I could never wrap my head around that. The future is quite tricky.
Oh,
the
you have
future
fortune
was.
dice?
Yes, I do. The future is whatever you make of it, and also whatever you can convince other people it is. Placebos and all that.
Yes, it always
What's a
made me a little
gazebo?
bit like
Oh,
it
you'll
always
find out, my
brings up
friend.
the
Dimitri, you're
the
hit by a
whole
rock from inside.
Oh,
You're in
Oh,
my
yes.
view. Get away. Go on. Get.
Now I have a question for you to spring off of that. I always find up divination magic and the whole debate around free will or sort of what do you think? Are we predestined or can we shape our future?
I think that, in a way, things are destined to end up, but much like on a current, you can take your oar and guide where you want to go. A little nudge here and there.
And you're the one to provide the nudge?
Most of the time.
Well, that is nice. I'm not as good at on the spot magic, but longer term potions, infusions, all that sort.
Oh, you craft potions.
Izzy
Yes,
does.
I can make you one if you have the budget, or I could here. I'll give you my potion of cure poison just because I have that. So
Oh,
Free
if you want
very
sample.
useful. Very useful. Thank you.
so
He's
I'll
really good at
remove
making those.
that from my
Yeah.
character sheet, and
You know,
you can have it.
you should start a business. That could be very lucrative.
Well, before I do, I sort of want to expand my repertoire, and you can't really do that when you're holed up in one place.
Yeah. You learned something quite valuable recently, something I want to try out. Mutation potions.
Dimitri.
I learned that, or you learned?
You learned, remember?
Is
Like
that
you got the ability to do that from the gator creature. You can make
Those are just spells I can cast, right?
Yeah, but
I thought they were potions.
No, they're spells.
Oh, they are. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're just spells I can cast on you at the moment.
Oh, so what you're saying is you could cast that. So hear me out. Clove? Clove was it? It was clove,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So you cast that spell on someone, and like Ferris will kind of lean in, and then you give them a potion to get rid of it. Poof. Money.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
I prefer to
Infinite money glitch.
I warned you guys. He's too
hear me
powerful.
out, you do that too. Oh, okay, so I'm not talking about a commoner. Like you'll see your reservation. Oh, so
eat the rich.
You want to go through this god or whatever. Oh, what's that? No, here, I'll get rid of that for you. And you got to use it now, and they'll run off or something. There we go.
prefer
Use
to
for good.
solve pre-existing issues, not of my own creation.
Oh, but you're not creating it. You're just solving it immediately.
As you guys talk about your get-rich-quick schemes, eventually it gets starts to get late in the day that you decide you want to position yourselves in the tavern to be ready to confront Ox if he happens to show up.
I look at Ferris. What's your day job?
Whatever pays the most at the time. Whatever the people need. There we go. Whatever the people need.
Jack of all trades, I
That was
suppose.
your second answer, though. I think you first said whatever pays the most.
Well, I need to live, don't I?
And you are a member of the Thieves Guild?
Just stares at you.
Oh, I understand.
Is that something you can
stares
just
at
ask?
you as you guys enter Oblong John's. As you enter, you see a rotund individual behind the bar. They seem to be the only person working, although this bar seems big enough to accommodate, like tons of workers. Yet this seems to be the only guy working. Seeing you come in and be like, take a seat where you want. Come back and order a drink.
Nice place.
Now you see his face is a little one cheek, a little oblong, yes. You suspect this might be Oblong John of Oblong John.
All right. Let's sit at the counter. Counter's always nice.
Oleander will just snuggle up to Dimitri just a little bit.
I thought Ferris was about to steal your
I know,
seat.
I was so tempted to have Ferris do that.
Absolutely not. I would have knocked his ass on the floor.
No, you would have killed him. He's a wizard.
Exactly.
I got string bean strength. Don't touch me.
Oleander's just like sus as shit about this person right now. They're like,
Here, I'll kind of
what are we drinking?
Use the end, so you don't have to move the
well, what
stool.
do you have?
Ale, hard liquor, whatever you need.
Do you have wine?
do you have?
We got wine. Gestures to the half-empty wine racks. We got red.
I'll take what.
We got white.
I'll take a red and whatever you recommend.
All right.
Scotch neat, please.
A non-alcoholic apple cider?
We only have alcohol and water. Same price.
I'll take an ale.
Oh.
I'll take an ale as well.
All right. You'll give all you guys your drinks of choice. Still waiting on Clove for his answer if he wants alcohol or water.
Any milk?
You just Oblong John said, "You try to be funny, boy."
I look at Clove and I pat him on the shoulder gingerly.
No, I'm only funny accidentally.
He gives you an ale and he says, "Don't try no funny business." Oblong John's. You guys begin sipping your drinks. They're not great, but they're fine. And before you see an individual waving to get your attention on the other side of the bar. Oh, hello! Hey there! How's it going? Haven't seen you guys in a while.
Who?
Hello?
This individual. It's me.
Who are you?
Diggory Douglas. We met in your travels. I was doing the dig for the Tome Seekers.
Oh!
And then they
that's
packed
right.
up and left. So I came here.
Hello.
Oh yeah, that.
Well, why don't you come on over? We can catch up, I guess.
We're fine over here.
Ferris will just kind of look at all of you with like your blank expression looking at this man.
All right, there's no shouting in this bar. Go over there and talk to him if you're going to talk to him. He says in a voice louder than anyone else.
That's good though.
Pause.
He's the boss.
Dimitri, we should be polite. Let's go over.
Besides,
we might learn something. We might learn something.
I don't want to move.
I will pick you up.
No.
Oh, hello. Why, hello. It's so good to see you again. You know, although that being said, you did put me out of a job.
I guess that's how we left
Marlowe.
An impression. Even though
oh, it's all right. You know, we kept the deposit, so you know, still ended up in the black, as it were. You know, doing well. So we just came back to Middle Mist. There's always a job to dig in the Middle Mist.
What sort of things do you dig here?
Oh, my workers are digging up jade and emeralds and diamonds or whatever. You know, just until we get, you know, something more interesting. You know, I like to travel if I can, but you know, if I can't, you know, steady income here.
You were on the road a lot recently, I guess, going to and from these things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been on the road quite a bit. Yeah.
You haven't happened to seen Goliath in your travels, have you?
I've been frequenting the bar a couple of days. I've seen an individual I think fits the description. Why?
Tattoos, sort of.
Yeah. Great tattoos. He looks like a wild individual.
Could you maybe, was he talking about anything, or?
Quiet guy. I mean, pretty quiet.
Going to and from any place in particular?
Well, okay, I'll let you in on a little secret. This tavern used to have a lot more workers. They all quit. Turns out Oblong John may not be the greatest guy to work for.
That's usually how it is. Good business, bad boss.
Yes.
I say very quietly.
Well, he's kind of a dick. And well, so yeah, all of his workers quit because like they would rather go digging in a mine than work for him. You know, that's how bad. For less pay. So not great working conditions, you know. But yeah, so Oblong John, he kind of has, well, let's just say I'm excited for this Goliath individual to show up. And maybe you'll see why. And
are they enemies?
Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. We could be in for a show.
Oh dear.
And soon after he says that, an individual walks through the doors, and you see a familiar face. Ox is wearing what looked to be pretty tribal in the barbarian sense outfit. He has with him it looks like he's got like a lot of like dirt on him. It looks like maybe he was like working in the mines. And
he's unionizing them, oh no.
And he also has like a giant like tower shield that he with like gnarly horns on it. That he as he comes in, he like sets it against the wall gently, and he will walk up to the bar to Oblong John and say, "I'd like ale and soup, please." Oblong John just like doesn't say anything, kind of stares at him. "We don't serve whatever you are. I'm just..." Ox will just like stare back and say, "I'm just a miner. I did work in the mine. Now I just need food." Oblong John goes, "You don't fool Oblong John. I see those tattoos. You're a druidic shit going on. Druids ain't welcome here."
Pardon me, John.
Oleander's about to speak up too, so.
I mean, you might be a little mistaken. Those are barbarian tattoos. He has tribal lineage. You must be mistaken. I will gaslight.
Roll me persuasion.
Yeah. Can I help? Because I was about to start talking as
well.
So advantage?
Yeah.
Or do you perhaps want us to roll separately? Because my persuasion is +10.
Probably better for you.
That's great. Yeah. That's.
Hey, he rolled before I got to talk. Can we take one of his rolls?
I will say he was taking charge of the conversation. So I'd say the 5 stands as is currently.
Okay.
He says, "You try to pull a fast one on Oblong John. I may look crooked, but I can see just fine out of these eyes."
Well, then perhaps, if tattoos are an issue, this coin.
I don't need your coin. I don't need you in my bar. Why don't you go back where you came from? At this point, Ox will slowly stand and say, "Friend, I will give you one last chance to correct your way." John at this point will like pull out like a dagger and like kind of point it out like right under like his like Ox's like chin, be like, "I don't think you're understanding me, boy." "No, I think you not understand." And Ox will just grab his hand and he will just flip Oblong John over him, crash into the tower shield that he had with a big clang, and Oblong John will just be like completely passed out on the ground. Like, ugh!
Very nice.
I add to this since it's flying right past me as I moved around?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
So as maybe Oblong John even like hits into my side a little bit as he's thrown around, and I'll look over to Mr. Ox, I believe. And as I do, the hair kind of flips up just a little bit, showing these sparkly glasses, and I would like to try to charm Mr. Ox with the glasses of charming.
I don't think it's necessary.
Okay, so this is a wisdom saving throw?
That's what I'm doing, yeah. Spell save 13.
Okay.
Well, you all are entertaining.
Yeah, we didn't discuss this part.
Like, we've never won anything.
Oh, you're an improv group. Love it.
Wisdom saving throw.
I was suggesting we go up to him and see if he knows.
Just remember, when you charm someone, they know you've charmed them afterwards.
Okay, like no one's ever won anything before.
Ox will blink and look at you and be like, "Oh, can I help you, friend?"
Surprised he doesn't recognize us.
Well, how about we all just step outside? It feels like things are getting a little heated in here.
That sounds like a good idea. One morning, you'll see him reach into his bag, put some gold coins on the counter, and then reach behind the counter and grab like a loaf of bread. And he'll take his ale cup, just down the ale cup right away, put it back on the table. Yes, let's go outside. And he will grab his tower shield and go outside. And God will be like, "Hey, there was a loud noise coming from the tavern. What's going on out there?"
Oh boy.
Nothing. Barkeep dropped a bunch of things. "Oh wow, that's too bad. All right, carry on.
Welcome to the party."
Doesn't even like look in or investigate. Clove, how long does your charm person last?
That lasts like an hour.
An hour. So yeah, we have some time.
Yeah.
Oh,
like I said, I was kind of banking on that he might remember us, and we could try and get in his graces undercover.
I don't think that plan is over. Just give me let it cook. Let it cook.
I know, yeah, but I'm just worried because I don't know.
Yeah, just like pull him maybe over into this treed area, just sort of off the path.
I want to see where this goes. So
I do too. I'm just not looking forward to the after results.
Well, if he breaks my back, then
the whole time, like everyone's wringing their hands, following behind, Ferris just has this like grin. Like, this is great.
So, Mr. Ox, was it right?
Yes.
So being completely forthright with you, you're probably feeling quite warm and fuzzy about my presence. That is not just my fluff.
Oh.
You have been placed under a magical spell.
I see.
Oh.
So sorry if that
that does not
was,
sound like a wise move.
No, my companions seem to think not by the looks they're giving me, but we've committed to it.
Thumbs up.
Ferris gives you a thumbs
I'm
up.
not. I do not claim this.
Yeah.
I've been working on controlling my anger.
So I'm gonna let's.
And you're doing a really good job of it so far.
Do you recognize us, Ox?
That is a good question.
Because that's what I was gonna do before Clove was gonna charm person.
Now I
see
believe
if he
charm
remembered who we
person
were.
he only needs to be chummy with Clove, correct? I don't think anyone else.
He does what the caster says, and he's
Mhm.
friendly to them.
Or
Yeah,
They are my friendly acquaintance, is the specific wording.
I remember. Yes.
you helped us help your friend, no, you helped this upper druid that was being pursued by a paladin.
It was the right
Thank you
thing
again
to
for
do.
that, by the way.
You are welcome.
See, the thing is, you are currently a suspect of things, and we are just trying to work.
Clove the one talking. Why is Clove the one talking? Oh God.
I don't know.
Clove, shut up.
I let him take the reins. I want to see where this goes.
Clove has the reins. Clove is Clove is controlling the spell. Clove has the reins.
I don't get deception. I'm just being, beat him up if we have to.
I like you running this.
They want him alive.
I'm
That's
an honest
all we
little
need
guy.
to do.
So basically, I'll just cut to the chase. Are we? How do we feel about druids? And all that sort
What
of.
What he's asking is, we are looking to help
Druids
more
are
people.
fine.
Yes, and I think we have common viewpoints, Ox. Perhaps we could help each other.
Ox does not need help. But I appreciate. I'm just.
I mean, maybe you don't need help, but it's nice to have anyway.
Is there anything else you need, friend?
Well, you can abuse the charm person and make us take him to his boss.
I
have it up.
It probably won't last long enough for that.
Yeah, because we'd have to move really fast.
Look, Mr. Ox, I feel like we might have gotten off on the wrong foot a little bit with me sort of altering your mind a bit. You're the second person I've used these glasses on, so I'm still kind of getting used to them. Speaking as a friend, if someone on the street were to do something similar to you, and then the spell ended, what might your reaction be, just in general?
Depends how well I control my. I've been working hard.
And have you been successful?
He looks back to the tavern.
Yeah, no.
Moderate
maybe
success.
Maybe you got it out of your system, right?
I take out anger on rocks and mud.
And
why is it that's productive. That's a healthy outlet.
And Oblong John, apparently the people that work for him no longer do because of you?
He's
Why?
a miserable shit.
No, they quit working because
Okay.
Oblong John, the bar tavern owner, was a miserable person to work for. This is my first time meeting this job. The staff were fine before. Normally,
How'd you end up all the way up here anyway?
I traveled north. There was
What's
money
your goal?
here.
Pretty long way to travel.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, he seems like a traveled fella.
Let me see something. I want to know. Just because he's your friend, I want to make sure.
He regards me as a casual acquaintance, a friendly acquaintance.
Yeah. He'd say, "There's money up."
Would I sense that he is being forthright in this moment?
Roll me an insight check.
11.
If it GM, we go.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Let's see. Yeah, he seems like he's telling the truth.
Okay. Well, did someone hire you in the recent past to do...
The mine owner hired, or perhaps a manager. I'm not exactly sure. I get paid for my work. I dig out jade and emeralds, jewels. I get paid for.
Fair enough.
Well, unless my other friends had anything they wanted to discuss with you, I am...
If it's all the same to you, I think it is in my best interest to start. I don't want to start a commotion.
Well, friend, in interest of being not wasting any more of your time, maybe when you're about 150 yards away, I may release this magic, just to show that
I believe it's just active until it wears off.
I assume like any spell, you could cancel it, right? I mean, I get.
I would say if you wanted to cancel it, I'd let you cancel
fold
it.
up my glasses and put them away,
Yeah.
But Dimitri will look at Ox. If there's anything we can do, let us know. I think you would be a good ally to have.
I may have acted a bit sheepish when people started.
Shut the fuck up, Chloe. Shut the fuck up. Sheepish, you little shit.
That's a good one. Does he always do puns about himself?
No, he's just gotten more confidence now.
I'm not allowed to pun myself.
I don't know if I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's
funny.
funny.
Too much from us.
People started throwing people across the room. I made a move.
Yeah.
It was a move, that's for sure.
It was a move, for sure.
If it's all the same to you, I'm going to.
You see any walking houses? Just call after he as he walks away. You see any walking houses?
He will turn around. That is the weirdest question I've ever asked.
Fair enough.
And he will continue north. And when you'll see him exit the town, and then I'll leave it up to the party. Do you follow Ox?
Well, firstly, what in the world just happened?
Oh, well, you guys charmed a person into telling you everything you needed to know.
Evidently, yes. Wow, happened so fast.
It was pretty slick, Love, actually.
Very effective.
It definitely was.
I'm getting mixed messages here. Did you hate the plan or did you like the plan?
I just think it would have been good to have a heads up. Because now he'll know. I mean, you were honest with him, and that's important. That might salvage the situation there. But I was thinking we'd go at it from a different angle of
I'll
seeing
say,
if we could
Clove,
still gain his
do you do what you
trust.
say, and do you drop the spell once he's far enough away?
Yeah, like I'll say just as he's like about to around the corner, so like if he wanted to,
I would say
look
you
back and
drop it.
see
Yeah,
us,
he will. As you drop it, you see him like stop,
I'll
kind
just
of
give
look.
him sort of
He'll
a
like half look over his shoulder and
Ooh.
keep
wave.
walking.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't really seem like the type who would have been a talkative in the first place.
Can I insight his demeanor
He-
as he was walking away?
I mean-
Sure, roll me an insight check.
To be fair, Clove, he was always quiet.
Yes,
Just meant that we were going to have to take
so our
our
goal
time.
is to
Even with a 13, Ox isn't necessarily the hardest person to read. You know, he might give off a very stoic, voice and calm demeanor, but but there's a confidence in what he does that's a bit understated. I'd say even with a 13, you'd know that, like, okay, he knows something is up, but is confident that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Ferris will look at you, Clove, after staring at us for a second. Oh, you'll be fine. He doesn't seem like the type to hunt you down.
That being said, Ferris
that was a possibility.
Ferris as the whatchamacallit?
Divination wizard.
Well, more so as like the not envoy,
Local?
the babysitter,
Agent.
the agent from the guild,
Handler, so to speak.
Yeah, the handler. You know, this was the actions at the tavern plus what Clove did. There's a chance that Ox doesn't come back to this town after such an incident.
Yeah.
So to fill your end of the bargain with the guild, Ferris, might be in your best interest to chase after and track him as best as you can at a distance.
Because he's probably not going to want to stay, especially after all of that.
So Ferris will just, he's not gonna hunt you down. He's likely gonna run away, and we need him. So maybe we should...
If you guys are gonna chase after him, I'm going to need survival checks.
You want me to punch him in the head? I can do that.
Well, they don't want us to kill him. We need to follow him to his boss.
What happens? Like,
when I do my thing.
Ferris will look at Marlo up and down, and then look over where Ox was, and go, "What happens when an unstoppable force meets an unimpenetrable wall?"
Roll me survival checks.
They both explode.
Izzy,
Can I
we're
guide
running
somebody?
we're running after Ox because he's probably not coming back after
Oh,
all.
nice.
Okay, well, I'll just load the next map.
Good, huh?
Here, I'm making it up for you guys.
Perfect.
Yeah, save some of those rolls for us.
I'll say he leaves like a magical sparkle behind him.
Clove, with your nat 20, you're able. You felt like when you charmed him, you really got to know the Ox on the inside, like the real Ox, and you saw a glimpse of that. You just feel closer to him than anybody else, and you just pick up. You're able to just follow him like at a distance where you're like, well, actually, that's going to be the next thing that I'll have y'all roll once you load in the new map is stealth checks to see how stealthy you are in following.
Yeah. Hey, Koi, I don't know if your wizard has mage armor, but now would be the best time to put that on.
Yeah, I'll probably put mage armor on while I'm going. Normally, I assume I probably had mage armor on this whole time.
You know, this tracks.
Stealth? Okay.
The dice are humbling you.
I still am not in, so I can't roll.
Yeah, I'm waiting to load in.
Wait, are we all rolling stealth?
Everybody's rolling stealth. Group stealth check.
DM, can I have done my portent?
Sure.
Okay.
Why don't you do that now?
Reminds me. I'll also roll for my potion of the day, just because you reminded me.
I'll note that down. Features.
Number 12.
Okay, so the party barrels after Ox. And as you follow him for a good 30 minutes to an hour, traveling outside the city, and you see, you're following him from a distance, and you go through this like hidden path, off the main road, and eventually you see just from a distance Ox going up to this ominous looking cave with cave with a skull looking door on it, and you see him put his hand on the door, his hand glow, and the door kind of rolls to the side for a bit, and he goes through.
I'm just gonna roll 2d20s, DM, because
yeah, you have to roll. Yep. You have to just roll the d20 flat in here. That's gonna be good. Wait, no,
that'll be good for later.
Ooh, that is really good.
A 1 and a 5, a natural 1, a natural 1 too.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, yeah, no, you get the natural 1, buddy. You're on debuff duty with your portents today.
So you guys don't feel like you were the most quiet, but but you were able to follow him all the way here, and the door kind of rolls back into place. So you're left at this skull cave type thing.
I don't like to pull the old man card, but I'm pulling the old man card.
Oh, you're not that old.
I just got older. He's like in his 60s, so he's middle aged for an ASMR, but he's old in basic standards. But before we go in, how about we make a plan? Just so we're not confused on what happens.
All right. Well,
DM,
maybe I have a little bit of an olive branch. Here I have this potion for you, Dimitri.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the potion of action surge. So you can
That's
have
something
an
I can't
action
do yet.
Thank
you.
And then Oleandra, you also get one, and I'll use a spell slot to make you a cunning action potion, so you can use like a cunning action through 3 times.
But no, Dimitri will put his hand on Clove's shoulder though, and just so you know, I'm not mad or anything. You did good.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
No, he's
expecting that too.
No,
I was like,
he's not. He's not
going.
even disappointed. It's a good move. He's like, it was really unique and very good. I'm glad you're getting more into your element. Just let us know next time. Pats him on the shoulder. You're a good. You're a good
I may
boy.
have panicked once people started flying, basically.
Well, look, that means you're a good person. You don't want to see people get hurt.
Yes.
Maybe I should have charged the barkeep instead. Now that I'm thinking retrospectively.
Yes, I think that would have been a much better.
But Dimitri is proud of Clove.
I really am proud that you're growing and changing, Clove.
We can remember next time. And these will go away if you don't use them, so use them, basically.
DM, if I change my armor to mage armor, I just hit update, right?
I think if you just cast the spell, it should update.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, it was.
You gave me the cunning action potion, right?
They did.
Okay.
I have the action search potion. You have the cunning action.
On Dimitri's thing, you just didn't want anyone to get hurt. Marlo puts his hand on Clove's other shoulder and says, "You just didn't want them in control of their own emotions."
Okay,
look, there are only so many basic infusions that exist that aren't bad.
Look, yeah. So, who's our best stealth? Is it you, Marlo?
You guys have already rolled all your stealths.
No. I mean, like planning. This is for the planning stages. Like we're trying to figure out what we should do. Maybe you should be the one to go ahead, scout.
You guys don't have
We gotta
all
figure
the
out
time
if
in
we
the
can open
world.
that door.
Yeah, exactly. You need to figure out how to open it because you don't know where Ox is or what's on the other side, really. So you don't know if he's just gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I go up and do an arcana? Can we do?
Let's go see what that door's like.
Yeah, an arcana check might not.
Gaudy.
It is.
Yeah, give me an arcana check.
Someone want to help me because my int isn't that great.
You guys can all all of you can give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, because I have a plus.
I can guidance whoever has the highest.
Wouldn't be me.
Ferris, convenient with the nat 20. You recognize druidic magic on this door. It seems to be pretty simple, though. You're able to, with your skills in Arcana, you're able to quickly figure out where to place your hand on the door in order to open it. In fact, with your, I would say even with your with the guild, you would have the intel necessary to open this door. Because you guys, this is not the first time the guild has been aware of Ox coming here. They just have not followed past this point. So you are able to open the door. What you slowly lead into is a narrowing cave that can fit 2 by 2. So basically, I'm going to need a marching order from right to left of the most you can get vertically up and down is 2. So basically, your end formation is going to be something like this, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'll be in the front. I'll be in the front with Marlo. With the tanks.
Yeah, Ferris will just have walked up to him and like, oh, it's very simple. See, you just do this, and like it opens.
Wow.
For reference, how high is the ceiling, give or take?
In the cave, it's not very big. Like you guys don't have to duck, but if some of you might have the athletics to hit your head on the ceiling. You think that this cave can...
Not levitating.
Yeah, exactly. There's not too much levitating. I'd say maybe it's 12 feet before the ceiling.
Yeah. I pat Marlo on the shoulder. What's it like to...
We just see a groove in the ceiling from where Ox's head has gone as he's walked through this cave.
All right. You guys start walking through the cave. And as you do so... You see a figure waiting for you.
Oh, hey, buddy. We can't kill you.
You should not have followed me.
Yeah.
Tank.
You see him walk forward.
We only want to help, Ox.
This is a mistake. Your presence here.
We want to be...
is making me angry.
Oh, boy.
Could we talk about it? We just wish to help. We're not here to hurt anybody or cause any harm. We just wish to help.
We just put ourselves in a narrow tube with a barbarian.
I can charm him again
if we need.
The
door closes behind you.
I do have another charge on my glasses.
Negotiating with him.
That only help
he will, with his shield, make a line in the dirt, like right here, and he will say, "If you value your lives, you will not proceed further."
You have to know all this secrecy is just making things harder than it needs to be, right?
And I will tell
We just
you,
wanna
your
talk with
little
you.
charms won't work here.
Oh, no.
What about big charms?
Can I try casting the light cantrip to see if the spell is this anti-magic or?
No, you can cast the light cantrip. Yeah, you can. It after it closed, it got very dark. So now you can see everything.
Oh yeah, because you have no dark vision. I forgot.
Yeah, I would have done that anyway. I guess.
Neither do I.
Pitch dark. All right. When he said
we
that,
only
it
want
kind
to
of
help. I know my friends are bumbling, but they're attempting to. We want to help.
Yes.
I do not require your help. Your presence is an annoyance. You killed my...
Oh, so you do remember that.
Yep, got it right here, and I'll pull out my knife.
Oh.
All right, so he would have hated us either way. Okay.
Oh.
I am going to need from everybody an insight check right now.
Yeah.
Yay.
We just pull out the chart. All right. So which smiley face are you?
Oleandra.
Ferris, you get nat 20s left.
Oh shit.
Oh, Ferris and Oleandra.
Incredible.
You guys realize.
Angie.
Ox is now mad, and you see his. You swear you can see like steam coming out of his nose as he's breathing in, and he goes, "This will not stand." And he slams his tower shield down in front of him, and as he does so, though, you see something concerning.
Hey,
Oh, do tell.
Oh no!
I'll just look at Marlo.
You see his body beginning to grow. You can see like what looks like a bit of horns coming out of his head, and
yeah.
I try my best to control my anger.
He's got like a giant snake going.
Be provoked. And because of your nat 20 and high rolls, Oleandra and Ferris, you tell Marlo and Dimitri to run now and push against that shield because it looks like he's about to charge you guys and crush you against the wall.
Oh God.
Okay. Yep.
So
definitely.
our combat next time will begin right here. And this is going to be a special combat as rules that we'll get to next time. But basically, we're going to be in a bit of a tug of war as you're trying to push Ox back, and he's going to try and crush this party against the door.
I have lightning bolt.
Well, there's going to be some special mechanics for next time. Actually, you know what? With that nat 20 insight, I'll give it to you now. Push and pull. For the purposes of this encounter, Ox has 2 different values for athletics checks. One normal, one modified. At the end of each round, Ox will attempt to push the party backwards, crushing them against the far wall. The party may choose to save their action to contest Ox's athletics versus the highest score rolled by the party. Ox always rolls at advantage and gains a plus 30 to this contested roll. However, the party may choose to attack Ox instead. Each turn, Ox's damage will lower his score by 5. At the top of the round, his roll returns to the plus 30.
Okay.
All right.
We got some plays.
So we're getting crushed, I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well said.
And as an additional thing I can let you guys know, you may want to change your positioning throughout this.
Makes sense.
Because, for example, so we'll say, for example, let's say Dimitri wants to push and Ferris wants to push, but Oleandra doesn't. Ferris would need to be behind Dimitri pushing too. In order for that.
Little wizard.
Because otherwise you'd be pushing just, yeah. But that's just an example.
Little wizard arms.
My arms would snap.
I mean, my strength score is a 12, so it's okay.
And I will say, it's not written in here, but the more people helping you push, there will be modifiers to your athletics as well.
Okay, that's good.
Cool.
Although much less than Ox's. So you'll have to determine who's going to push, who's going to deal damage. But we will get to that next time.
We got Ferris's art. He's a dope little.
My
I'm
strength is lower than that of a commoner's.
I'm
So.
so excited for this fight. I've had this fight planned since I conceived of the entire campaign.
Oh, that's so funny.
Ox has been an interesting character for me for sure, because like he's one that stuck with me, and I think I told you that too. Is like, Ox has stuck with me as a character.
I also now remember what Ox's face made me think of. He makes me think of the Patra meme.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, look at our new cool wizard. He's really something.
So we'll begin phase 1 of this fight next time.
Phase 1.
I don't like that you just said phase 1. I don't like that.
That makes sense. He's probably gonna. I imagine phase 1 ends. He's gonna retreat into.
He's just gonna turn into a full Ganondorf like monster.
I mean, he's already got dope horns, so.
I like that shield, but it's a tower shield, and I'm a little sad.
Yeah. Anyway, friends, I'm gonna go and eat dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do that.
Get back to me on the other thing as soon as you can.
I will. I'm sorry. My life has been horrible.
Same.
Yeah.
So I will get back to you very soon. I promise.
Getting to that time of year.
It really.
Bye, friends.
It really
Mariah
is.
Carey is playing, and I know that is when things get crazy.
And the world is ending.
Well, until next time, then. Best of luck. All right, bye, chat. Bye, everybody. Wave bye. I'm waving bye. I'm waving. Bye.